Condi.
All right, you guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
She didn't hesitate this time.
I only did that once. Okay? Okay, so. And they're off. I think Connie started just a little bit ahead, so I'll pause the timer for a second. There we go. Okay.
Tiny bit off. I think.
We got a prediction going in chat. Who's going to be the winner? Hopefully, whoever started the prediction has it going for a little bit longer than a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's going for 30, so
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
plenty of time to establish like where they're going, what they'll do really quickly.
Ooh, we got some rupees and a Deku shield. I think Icup might go straight to Deku Tree.
Yeah, straight to Deku Tree. Condi doing his usual Kokiri sword first, just a recovery heart. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see Icup go straight into Deku Tree.
Yeah, absolutely. With a free, that's 5 sticks along with a free shield. Like that is enough easily to just get yourself through the entirety of Deku Tree. So you can get it cleared out of the way, and you no longer have to come, back here, quote unquote, all the way. So absolutely, I would make the play. Let's see what he chooses to do.
No, it would be funny if it turns out to be a stone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're already starting with the Kokiri Emerald. I think this is the first seed in a while where the runners have started with a stone. Actually, I think yesterday they started with a stone as well, the Goron Ruby. I can't remember. Or maybe it was right after Deku, but either way, it looks like Icup is going straight for the store to buy his sticks. Condi's doing his usual route, though. He's just going straight out, so...
Except he's not, because if you paid attention to the file name, he had GV as his file name.
Oh, yeah.
Because he usually does not check Gerudo Valley early in the run, but this time you'll see him actually go straight to the castle, and he's going to be doing the Valley Egg Rush route.
Oh.
Because he knows that Icup checks Valley every single seed in Child 1, and Konditioner does not want to lose the seed to Icup finding a good item in the Valley.
Yeah. So that's another thing. If you pay attention to your opponent's openers, or like their usual way they play seeds, you can kind of meta play them and kind of counterpick their opening. So I really like that Condi is doing that play. Ooh, that's a bow on 40 skulls.
Interesting.
Yeah, that could be bad. So we might be seeing a 40 skull seed.
So Gogo, the reason why some people will rush Deku regardless of before they figure out if it's like Baron or if it's a stone dungeon, is just because the dungeon is usually relatively quick. You can get it done in like 8 minutes, really quickly. There's 4 checks, most of which only really require you to have a shield to be able to access. On top of the B1 skip being in the rule set and also fairly easy to pick up as well. It's just a really quick dungeon to get out of the way. And if you make the play and it is a medallion dungeon, then you've already cleared it out, no time flat. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Did you guys catch those 3 hints? I saw Zora's Domain and I saw Lake Hylia, but I didn't see if they were barren.
Hylia was foolish.
Hylia was foolish?
Yeah, let me go back. And
I missed the first one entirely, but...
Water Temple is foolish. Zora's Domain is Way of the Hero.
Okay, Domain.
And then Shadow Temple, Invisible Maze. Yeah, okay. Cool.
So, Water Temple being barren is real nice.
No, you'll love to see. Oh, Tin's Fire early on the side of Icup. That is a good find early if we have Shadow Temple in this seed.
Yeah. I mean, we could have another seed where they have to spend like 3 hours looking for a magic meter again.
No, please stop.
Yeah.
No more.
I mean, at least yesterday we had Shadow Temple Baron, so... Oh, I kept getting bodied by the spider.
Yeah, Water Temple Baron. I find that usually when I get that hint, it is a medallion dungeon. It is usually last on the list, and you know, you're usually safe to just say, okay, I'm getting long shot late in this seed. I'm getting iron boots at some point during this seed. I'm not gonna have to care about the dungeon at all, so I should work around finding the first hook shot and not the second.
Yeah, I mean, they might not even have to care about the second hook shot for this one, because with Water Temple Baron, I mean, of course, if it's a stone, if it's a medallion, but if it's a medallion, then they'll have to find it. I was like, oh, Baron, that means it's not required. Ooh, I kept getting a stick upgrade in Deku Tree. That's real nice. Now he doesn't have to worry about his sticks.
Now, you could fuck up the Goma fight in a massive amount now, but oh no, oh well.
Condi's really wishing that was Ferora's wind right there.
Yeah. I kept not even caring about his sticks. He's got 20. Just use them for whatever. Right, and we just got a heart container. So it looks like Gerudo Valley was a bust so far. Unless the hint is something. Oh, there's a slingshot on 50. Oh my god. So, slingshot on 50 skulls, bow on 40 skulls. That's,
Imagine a world where Light Arrows is on Slingshot minigame, and the other two slingshots are in Ganon's castle.
Oh, don't even say that.
I just like doing that.
Well, I mean, slingshot minigame doesn't require a slingshot, so at least unless you mean the the target in the Lost Woods.
Yeah, sorry, I mean the Lost Woods target. That's what I mean.
At least their 30 skulls is dead, but doesn't really mean anything when their 40 and 50 both have items.
What was that hint? Was that collecting cuckoos? Like, it was kind of blurry.
No, it was 30 skulls. Has slingshot seeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, B1 skip is not in logic in these seeds. So every time you do B1 skip and beat this dungeon, you're doing it out of logic. So.
Yep. Basically everybody does.
Yeah, logically, you do need the slingshot. So if the other slingshot is hidden behind other stuff, then Deku Tree is locked behind 50 skulls. So Frogs 2 is dead. Kondi just got that hint, and now we got one more from Lake Hylia.
Ocarina of
Oh
Time
god.
teaches the Nocturne of Shadows. So if Shadow Temple is medallion, all dungeons guaranteed.
Yeah. So we could be seeing all dungeons. Like when Nocturne is on Ocarina of Time, like I mean Nocturne has to be a medallion, right? Because they can't get
it's
it has
guaranteed
to be.
AD.
Yeah, it is guaranteed AD because if Shadow Temple is a stone dungeon, then they could never get Nocturne, which defeats the fully accessible logic of the seed.
Right.
So
That's
Same
true.
logic
So it's
applies for ZL.
yeah.
Right. So it is actually guaranteed.
Yeah, so it is guaranteed AD, just whether or not they have to collect all the skulls is
Yeah, so even if Deku here is a stone, Icup will not be punished for it. He has to do this anyway.
yeah, good old AD. But then again, AD is good for, I feel like, winter finals. We gotta show off the skill of these runners somehow. So nice Plando. Yeah, good one. So Deku Tree, not so much usefulness in it. I mean, obviously we had Din's Fire and a stick upgrade, so that'll be really good for them.
Did end up being a medallion.
Yep, Spirit Medallion. So, not the best medallion, but a medallion. Not the worst medallion either.
Yeah. The worst medallion is light, but, you know, if he gets another dungeon done real quick, he can get the light arrow check at the very least. And we've had a seed in the past where light arrow check is a required item. So you can never completely discount it.
No.
Okay, so now Icup's doing the standard 3-song route, probably. Well, mostly. He's gonna put the valley in the middle of there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to because his time of day is gonna make him unable to get the owl anyway. So he's gonna be doing valley. He's gonna be doing. Hopefully he does back of Lake Hylia, because if he doesn't get that nocturne hint, then he's probably his routing is probably gonna be a little bit different. Whereas Condi, who's just like whatever, just do everything, do all the dungeons. What makes
So
nocturne? Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say that. So basically, there's a thing in the settings that says all locations accessible, which means if you wanted to 100% the seed, it's entirely possible. Which means that Ocarina of Time having Nocturne of Shadows means that all dungeons is logically required to beat the seed, because if it wasn't, and Shadow was a stone dungeon, you wouldn't be able to enter Shadow Temple at all, which means not all locations would be accessible.
Yeah. Like, obviously you could use glitches to get into Shadow Temple, but the randomizer assumes casual logic. Or casual play, I mean.
So we found a strength upgrade in that open grotto, so Icup's gonna have a little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, so Condi getting a little bit punished for his route.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, like, Icup's gonna do Valley right now, and Condi's gonna do Deku Tree right after he's done with his 3-song, so... He's just gonna be getting them in a different order. Right, so...
I believe that was a Hylian shield on Pierre right there.
Yeah, it was. So, Condi chooses to not buy a shield for that long. He knows where he can get a free one.
I bet he's glad he practiced that long shot trick for nothing. For
Oh,
nothing.
fucking pixel shot.
Well,
He was
you know,
practicing
there's...
that for like an hour or something.
Well, you know, there's 2 skulls up there as well. If they need that many skulls, then, you know...
Market is foolish.
Yeah, so...
I bet he's tilted
Yeah,
about that.
sucks that
Yeah, I'd
Condi
be
did
tilted.
his slingshot game.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
I'd be tilted seeing that for sure.
Icup's probably going to be doing his slingshot game too before he goes into the castle, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Connor's right. I think Condi won't go back to that grotto for a while. Not until he has explosives or hammer.
Yeah. Or just goes to do Lake Hylia child stuff. But I mean, I guess he has no reason to be in the field at that point, so...
Yeah.
Alright, we're finally
Coming up
seeing
in
our
our
first
first
song.
song.
Ooh, Serenade.
Well,
Early access, the quick return
pretty nice.
to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. I know a lot of people prefer having Serenade early over anything. Oh, that was Coco's, not 30 skulls.
Oh,
You were
okay.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I saw 30 skulls.
I was like, I thought it said collecting something, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and fill it in the same way that Condi does. CAC W. Condi's got a nice view of the room there. See where his chickens doth fall.
Icup is doing fishing. Condi didn't do fishing, right?
No, Condi didn't do anything in Lake Hylia. He just got the hints and went straight for the owl. So far, Condi's route really isn't paying off for him. Like, he doesn't have a single item. he's just been getting rupees.
And all he's got is the double defense for his troubles, so...
All he's really got is some more information.
Yeah.
But arguably, not really that much different, because Icup has the Deku Tree hints.
Yeah, he has the Deku Tree hints. He has... Which, I mean, Condi already has, like... because he found other ways.
ZL on Epona's song, though. Early ZL, that's not going to be a problem this seed. Potentially not going to have to go across the entire wasteland for this. I mean, well, you might still have to go across the wasteland for Requiem, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to go to the dungeon at some point, so whether or not it's Vanilla Requiem or not, we'll be seeing a Spirit Temple eventually. I don't think Icup turned his camera to look at the... Oh, unless he looked at what was in the dive before he went to fishing.
He must have.
Yeah. I can't imagine swimming back and just not turning your camera if you don't know what it already is.
Looks like Icup's not gonna go for those hints. He's just gonna go straight for the owl to get himself over to Hyrule Field. Or Hyrule Castle, rather.
So that could be punishing for Icup, but I mean, there's another hint for it somewhere in the world.
So you gotta wonder if like when Kondi finds a scale or bombs, if he like wants to go straight for Zora's domain for that way the hero.
Oh, probably. I mean, there's only 3 checks in Zora's domain, so at the very least, you can get into Zora's domain and just go easily check your river.
Arizona Cat Dins is in Deku Tree, so Kondi will be finding that in a couple of minutes, and then the strength was in the open grotto in the field.
Oh, Icup is doing his slingshot game.
Yep.
So both of them are gonna find their way or their Baron market hints directly after doing market.
Sag.
Yeah. I did add Sag to the chat for this race. But yeah, Kondi knows that Lake Hylia is barren, and Icup doesn't. So, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't go back to check his Lake Hylia stuff later. I can't remember where he got the hint.
Yeah, that's right. So that was the advantage actually of Kondi's route, is he got the 4 hints by Temple of Time before going to Lake. And so he had that information.
Yeah.
So Icup wasted about a minute or so checking fishing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Icup waiting for nighttime. Link with the yawn.
And now he's gonna do his Richard check and then get nothing.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna find the market Baron hint and feel very, very annoyed at that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at least Kondi did the same stuff as well, so it's like he's not really wasting that much time over his opponent. I mean, the only big difference is that he did fishing, and Konditioner isn't going to ever do fishing. So it's just one of those things that I guess is just like the way you do the seed. Like going to Lake Hylia first, you find out that, you know, okay, well, I can do my Lake Hylia checks while I'm here. You go to market first. Oh, well, Lake Hylia is barren.
Oh man, I just thought of something. With Kondi knowing Lake Hylia is dead, there's a very low chance that he takes that trip all the way to South Hyrule to do those grottos until, like, really late.
Yeah.
Yeah, not until bombs or hammer for sure.
Or a Way of the Hero that says, you know, Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero.
And we've only found one of those so far. So
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So there is a very good chance that he finds a hint like that.
Because I can hear it right now. It's just 1 check.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with bombs it would be more, but just going alone.
Kondi picking up his stick upgrade. Very soon he'll have the dungeon done. He's basically got everything here, so just waiting on new things, new stuff, new routes to approach.
Both
Who is
of them
going to
did
go where?
both of them did the jump across the arch, avoiding the guard pretty well too.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Icup's got his market dead hint, so oops.
Some pretty good barons, actually. this seed. I really like these.
Yeah, Water Temple's a super big pain. I mean, obviously with Water Temple you still have to look for the boss key, but if you find it, you can just go right in there. You know you're not going to be finding Long Shot, so you can go in with Long Shot and just hope you get lucky.
Yeah, you can do it at any time once you're done, once you've got the long shot, so...
Lake Hylia is pretty good Baron, don't need Iron Boots, don't need to do any of the fishings. Market, don't need to do Pose, Bomb Chew Bowling. A lot of areas that you just kind of double check back for.
No treasure chest minigame.
Oh yeah, that's right, Lens game. Alright, is Condi gonna... Looks like he's lined up. B1 from Condi.
Also use the flame storage to good effect.
Yep.
Did Icup flame storage? I don't think he did he?
No, I think he pushed the block.
Yeah.
Don't blame him
I
for
think
that at all.
he might have tried it and then missed it or something.
Yeah, I mean, Icup's wasting sticks, but I mean, when you have 20 sticks, you can afford to waste them.
Yeah.
Gets himself a broken one. We go on into the Goma fight.
Yeah, both of them are gonna be pretty much tied up, I think, after they're done their things. I mean, Kondi's gonna be out of Goma before Icup, so he'll probably be going into his... I don't even know if he'll be going into Lost Woods. He can't really do anything. I mean, he can go straight for Sacred Forest Meadow, but...
He's got to get his song.
Yeah.
He's definitely doing that. So he'll just do...
Yeah. Aside from that, there's like really nothing he can do along the way.
He'll probably do Ocarina game, go straight for the song, and then if he gets Sun Song, then he may make a play for the Deku Scrub in the corner. Actually, no. He'll make that play regardless, because he has Serenade, so he can easily go check that Scrub, and then just play Serenade and go Adult.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a smart idea.
They're definitely going to want that information, because they don't have really much of a lead right now. I mean, Kondi's got Zora's Domain, Way of the Hero, but he can't access it yet. Let's see what we
Using
get
the
right
chicken
here.
isn't illegal, right?
No, bottom of the well, Way of the Hero.
Yeah. So, the Icup play is in effect. I repeat, the Icup play is in effect.
However, he just can't even access River at all. No scale, no bombs. So.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about is using that chicken to access it early as a child not allowed, but I guess it doesn't matter if you can't access the river at all. So
Yeah.
It is allowed though.
they also have ZL, so that's also not a thing in the seed anyway.
Alright, so Icup probably gonna save and quit. Save warp back. And so Kondi's really one backwalk to Lake Hylia behind. Ooh, and a 20-pack of chews from Ocarina game.
That would be great if Icup picks it up, because at that point, once he goes adult, he can clear himself completely through Dodongos at his leisure with that. So
It was really lucky timing because it happened right in right in Lost Woods before he needed to do his bomb checks.
Ice Cavern, Way of the Hero.
Cavern.
Yeah.
Well,
So it not only is it AD, but it looks like it's all mini dungeons too.
I'm waiting for that GTG.
True all dungeons, true all dungeons. We're
I mean-
back to the shit prelim seeds. Let's go.
Yeah, I think you can only have 2 dungeons for your Way of the Heroes, right?
I don't actually know how they have that done. Also, Kondi would be yelling at Icup right now.
Yeah. For not doing this.
Always go
last.
right first.
Yeah, because, I mean, sure, you can Serenade out of here, but, I mean, if you're trying to go to Sacred Forest Meadow... Just a Recovery Heart. Death Mountain Crater.
Okay, so we've got 2 Way of the Hero locations with songs. So, could very well be the songs. Ice Cavern could have sung storms.
Ice Cavern could have Requiem. It's very
Yeah.
up in the air what the Way of the Heroes could be for these locations right now. So,
I mean, one of the Way of the Heroes could even be Minuet if Saria's song isn't an early play. Skull Mask is dead.
So, going right first is faster a lot of the time because you could like save and quit or play a warp song out of the Deku Scrub end, you know, kind of like that end to the path there, whereas if you go left first and you're still going for the song, then you have to double back for that movement.
Oh, Lon Lon.
Okay, so that was ZL, so
Yeah, so,
duh.
duh. Alright, so
Which
we
No
found all of
longer
our
is
Way
a
of the
thing in
Heroes.
season 4.
all
Huh?
the Barons, all the Way of the Heroes, not even like 30 minutes into the seed. That's really good hint spread to early on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All we need to find is Big Goron, 30 Skulls, and our last Sometimes hint.
Yep. But yeah, what I was saying is, you cannot find ZL hinted to be Way of the Hero in Season 4 settings.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Because every time it's just like, well, no shit.
Yeah, duh. So, now that Condi has Bomb Chews, do you think he'll check those grottos?
Ooh, let's see. He might be going straight adult here.
He could
Especially because he knows he has to do AD, so he very well could just be going to Dodongos.
be. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks like he's just going straight up. So, Condi not going to be finding his first strength unless he gets lucky and finds another one.
Oh, he's actually going to do this grotto real quick first, though. We'll see if
This
this
makes sense.
nets him anything.
May as well just check the stuff along the way. I kept
Yeah,
pulling up
show the
wrong C
rocks
button.
your letter. That'll help.
Yeah. Let me in! Let me in! I feel like Icup... Oh, he's doing Rolling Goron. Makes sense because our runners did spend 2 hours looking for magic on this Goron yesterday. So maybe Icup caught the seed. I seen
He's got
Condi
it
get
for
screwed
sure.
on magic here too. Oh, it's just a heart piece.
It is also possible for him to do the Goron pot, since he can light the torches with a stick, but you do also need to use a bomb flower for that, and the timing is kind of shite for that, so not always really worth going for, unless you're really desperate.
Why not do pottery with chews? Because it's a really dumb setup.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how to do it.
Alright, 30
30
skulls.
skulls
Is dead.
There's
dead.
30 skulls.
There's shield for his troubles.
And another skull.
Alright, so we are going to see the adult from Konditioner here. We'll also finally see which dungeons are stones and which dungeons are medallions. So that'll be some information to work on going forward. Icup. Yep, he's going right back on over to...
Makes
Lost
sense.
Woods.
He's just doing the stuff that he could have done as child, like rolling Goron. You can't. No point in opening up Darunia's room because without Saria's song, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, the only
And-
point would be the pottery, but also, again, with no bombs, you have to either do a dumb chew setup or you have to use the bomb flower. Neither are very engaging and fun options to do, so do not blame him at all for just skipping it.
Ooh, Icup was
What do we
really
got here?
smart there. He recognized that he was low on rupees and blew up that rock to get 5 extra.
And
For
Connie
this
looks
check.
through those so fast. So we got Fire, Jabu, Spirit, DC, and Vanilla Shadow. So there we go.
So water, a stone dungeon. Very unfortunate to see that. Well, sorry. I guess it doesn't particularly matter because it's
yeah.
all dungeons.
It's AD, so it doesn't
on that.
matter.
But even still, sometimes you'd prefer that just to be a medallion so you can get it out of the way in Dunzo.
I mean, it just means they're not going to be finding Longshot in Shadow Temple. I think that's like the only conclusion. Hover Boots and Longshot aren't going to be in Shadow Temple.
Unless Hover Boots is on the first chest.
Yeah, that's true.
So I actually could have checked the Goron pot earlier, but it technically would have been it's sort of out of logic.
It's not out of logic.
Or no, you're right. It is.
It's fully in logic, and that's the dumb thing.
It is in logic.
In season 4, it's not in logic.
Well,
they yeeted that right out of there.
Yeah. Now, logically, it was expecting you to take Child to Goron City through CAC, which would have been a meme.
Yeah.
All right, now he's gonna be going Phil.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hover Boots.
Yeah, Goron bracelet lifting the bomb chew for Goron pot is for some reason in logic. For some reason.
That reason being dumb people like me who as a kid did that and didn't wait for the bomb bag. That's the reason why. But yeah, I definitely I definitely preferred I definitely prefer the season 4 settings with that. I think the timing of it with the bomb flower is just absurd. So
not only that, but you have to hit like a specific cycle of the pot going around, otherwise you just can't run and throw in time.
Speaking of season 4, quals start on Saturday. So for those interested, join some qualifier races.
Do the qualifier, but don't miss the race that's on Saturday here on Banjo Race.
Oh boy.
That's right.
Purple Rupees versus Lord Fluffy. So anyway, Kondi's coming in here for another song. Makes sense.
Yep.
He's just auto playing through Graveyard. Probably hoping for Song of Storms real soon. Just so he can get in and out of bottom of the well.
Yeah, probably the last things you'd want to see here would be Prelude or Sun Song, but we'll see.
Spolero.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
See, is he gonna play it or is he gonna dip?
He's probably gonna do the rest because he has no way back to CAC. So.
Yeah, he's
probably
gonna dip.
Probably gonna do the rest of CAC. Probably do DC and then go check it out. Oh yeah, I forgot to update the stones on or medallions on Icup's side here.
At least it reflected what information that he knew.
Yep. So, Icup has all the hints Konditioner does. They're both the same, except Icup still doesn't know that it's AD.
Yeah, different advantages. Icup doesn't know it's AD. Konditioner does not have that strength upgrade to work with, so we'll see if either of those end up being a big factor here. Right now, as it stands, Icup's just a little bit trailing behind the pathing of Konditioner, but of course that extra stone, that extra strength.
Icup's going straight for Zora's River.
He always does this.
Yeah.
I can see it, because it's just not blocked off as adult, and you can also grab everything that you can grab as child, you can also grab as adult, and he doesn't have the hover boots here, so like if he wanted to get that last one, he'd have to do a really tight jump. There's a setup for it though. We'll see if he knows it.
I actually don't know if he knows that jump, does he? Okay.
I think he does.
I think I've seen him do it before. I think.
Also, he could potentially find his Ocarina of Time hint here. What was that item up there? I could not tell what that was.
Is it Ferror's?
Oh, that's very nice to have. Oh wow, he just like YOLO'd the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Icup, come on, you gotta go You gotta at least like take a little bit of time to set that jump up. That's a pretty tight jump.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab it on the way back.
Oh, probably. I would hope. I mean, right now it's like, well, there's furores, whatever.
Alright,
Oh,
so
there's
we
a
can
slingshot.
We can safely say that 50 skulls not required for the seed.
Yeah, see ya,
So-
50 skulls.
So, it's so blurry, I can't see what that is.
That's
Oh,
a
it's a
bow.
bow.
That's a bow!
Oh my
Alright,
God.
well, see ya,
Oh,
40
wow.
skulls!
Oh my goodness. And he got the jump first try. Let's go.
Wow, so this play made a lot of sense, I guess.
Yeah, so Icup's
and that
like,
was-
alright, no more 50 skulls or 40 skulls for me.
I believe that was also Piece of Heart on Big Goron too in that hint. So
Oh,
that
was
is
Big
a
Goron.
yeah. So the always hint is Dunarino.
Yeah, he hasn't updated it on his tracker, but I'm sure he'll get around to it eventually while he's climbing the ladder. Yep, there it is. So yeah, that was really good. Back to back, just nope, no more skulls. No more skulls.
Skulls are no longer required.
Except for possibly 10 or 20.
Yeah, I mean 10 or 20.
Okay, you already knew that.
Condi finally getting the man on the roof as well. Oh no, he misses the jump.
Oh, God, that's such a bad feeling when you miss that.
I hate it. Alright,
Alright, so...
I don't think you can make it from up here. Oh, he's
No,
jumping
you
down
can't.
No, you've got
there.
it.
Oh, Icupspeedruns.
Oh, no.
I don't think he meant to roll off like that.
I don't know if you make the play to go back for the... Well, I guess, yeah,
it
from
is
here
really.
you can
Oh,
do it.
Icup.
Icup, please.
Okay, he's
He
done.
might just dip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
done.
done. You don't really need it at this point.
Yeah. No
so,
magic. It's whatever. He can always come back as child.
Yeah.
Okay, so Condi done with his CAC checks. He's gonna be on his way to Death Mountain Crater. Let's see what our item here, or our song here is.
Yeah, he's making this play now because he
Oh,
has
song.
hover boots.
The Pona's song. That could potentially point towards GTG and make this true all dungeons, so
No,
we'll see what the items here are first, though.
GTG, if there's no Requiem and there's no long shot on like this side of the desert, then I mean, it could just be to get over there.
It could still be an item in Crater, but there's a very good chance that that points that way because with Market being dead, it cannot point to Big Pose.
Yeah. So horseback archery is really one of the only things that require a Pona. Icup grabs his hover boots.
I couldn't see what that was.
I didn't see what it was either. Even when people like know what they're looking at, I don't know how anyone can like see what that is.
Unfortunately, when you have smaller screens for both runners on the screen, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes what those items...
Even when I'm just
End up
watching
being.
people's streams, like I can never tell. It's one of those weird things that I guess you can only see when you're like going left and right kind of thing. The wall just gets in the way.
See, it doesn't look like he's going down for that item, so it looks like all three of the items here, not in the fairy fountain, are just not worth it, so... Oh, never mind, he's going right back in. Maybe he was just trying to...
He's resetting his place, so I guess it was something that he wanted.
I
Okay,
couldn't
yeah,
tell
that
what
makes sense.
I think it was a bomb bag.
That is a bomb bag.
Yeah,
It
that
is a bomb bag, yeah.
And now he
that's
can
pretty
just pull it
big.
and he'll be back at the top. So
Okay.
bomb bag's nice.
Yeah, that does nullify the potential Dodongo's advantage that Icup would have had with the strength upgrade, too. So,
Yeah.
fully
Icup,
expecting
you
to
have a
see... Fully expecting to see the Dodongos fairly quickly here from Konditioner off that.
Alright, our first fairy fountain of the seed. Dead. Just a
Badge.
blue rupee.
Icup gonna pick up his Bolero here. Still needs to do the Dompe race, but see where he goes after that. He's got a few good choices. I think the teleport to DMC is just a good play. He'll be able to get his bomb bag, and likely, same thing, he'll just be trailing behind Konditioner.
That was lucky.
Got knocked off completely.
That was
That was
hilarious.
close. That was close to getting knocked off the actual side of the mountain.
Yeah. It's too bad he didn't. That would have been one for the highlight reel right there. Kondi choosing to stop the rolling Goron with a bomb instead of a bomb shoe. And does it.
Successful.
And that bomb is not gonna blow up the...
Yeah. Bounced a little too far. Alright, so rolling Goron as child gave nothing. Rolling Goron as adult gave nothing.
Gonna also head on in here and get this hint. I'm not always a fan of grabbing this hint. The resources, if you don't have bombs. So the time if you don't have bombs, and the resources if you do. Especially when you've already found, like...
Wait, what was that? Was that 20 as a hook shot?
No, that was just 50 as slingshot.
Oh, slingshot. Okay. God, it's so blurry. I can't tell.
I think if you are still like looking for Way of the Heroes or Barons, it's fine to go for it. But in this seed, you've found all of that at this point. So
No, I mean he's still looking for one sometimes hint. So it could be a necessary item. I feel like sometimes hints never really tell you anything like super useful, but sometimes they do. Oh, and Icup can do hammer check because he has hover boots in here. Or sorry, Kondi. He has hover boots. Well, I guess Icup hasn't been to Goron City, but didn't quite make it. Alright, so Icup got his slingshot.
Alright, he got it.
Nice.
I did not know that was a thing.
It's just a bottle.
And it's a bottle, so
Ice cavern.
Yeah,
True.
not the letter bottle, just a bottle. A bottle with a blue potion. Now he's going in to check his fire temple.
Wants to see.
Let's see that.
The hammer early.
See that French vanilla hammer. Ooh, and Icup gets to check his CAC archery. We didn't see this from Kondi because he obviously doesn't have the bow yet. Icup, please.
oh my goodness.
Icup.
I feel the rage. I feel that rage.
It's yeah. It's not a great display.
Okay, so fire is hammer locked.
Yep.
It's the rupees this time.
That's actually really important information because given that we have to go to both Ice Cavern and Bottom of the Well, you know.
Oh, there's the other bomb
Another
bag!
bomb bag. So he's not even going to go to DMC, potentially. He'll just probably go straight to the Dongos first.
Yeah, I mean, he'll go there eventually because he knows it's Way of the Hero. And I think that, I was gonna say that bomb bag is bomb locked, but it's not, because with the hover boots from CAC, you can just go back up Zora's River and get that bow with the hover boots.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not entirely clear.
So that means that the bomb bag in Death Mountain Crater probably isn't the Way of the Hero item, because the other bomb bag was gettable
It's
on
in a same sphere,
the
yeah,
same
so
sphere, kind of.
definitely not.
Yeah, both of them just require one item, so it's
So-
it's hard to tell for sure in that instance.
Yeah, but I mean the items aren't locked behind each other, so I would say that the bomb bag, isn't the Way of the Hero item in Death Mountain Crater, so it's probably Epona.
Yeah, so in order for that to be a thing, the other two bomb bags have to be locked behind first one for it to be Way of the Hero.
Iron Boots on
Iron
top
Boots.
of DMC. We're gonna see Kondi head on into that. So strength advantage completely nullified in every capacity. But Condi doesn't have that strength.
For now.
Sorry, for now. But
Yeah.
Condi still doesn't have that strength and that bow. So
Yeah. They'll still need the strength for Forest Temple and Asterisk, Fire Temple, Asterisk.
Yeah, anyways, speaking of Fire Temple, what I was mentioning before
yeah.
we found the second bomb bag was that Fire is Forest Medallion, which gives a free song, which could be really important could be Song of Storms, for that bottom of the well.
Oh,
So
that's
it's really
true.
important that Condi checked that, like, oh, is it hammer locked or not yet?
yeah, even something like something like getting the boss key first. Using a fairy, he might be able to have enough time if he's good with cycles. He might still be able to kill Volvagia in the time allotted at that point. Clear the dungeon out, get the song quickly, but completely hammerlocked, so option not available to him at this moment.
But man, Icup still doesn't know it's AD.
Yeah,
Oh, and he
doesn't.
gets destroyed by the boulder.
I mean,
Oh no.
he's gonna be going into Dodongos for sure. Like, it's right there. He can do everything required for it. With Bolero, I would like to see him do Dodongos first and then go to Goron City, because, I mean, you have Bolero, so why not? It looks like that's exactly what he's gonna do. But he's gonna be grabbing his iron boots first. Still no hook shot, but I mean, Dodongo's Cavern is usually full of goodies, so they could be finding something in here.
Now is where you might want to start considering what you're gonna do after this, potentially going back Child and checking Zor's domain, Way of the Hero.
Oh, yeah,
now that you have river access as Child.
Icup can go grab the Furor's Wind in there. I guess now he has hover boots. Oh my god, that's a hot setup from Condi.
What the fuck?
I like that.
No,
I think that's one of those like retargeted things. Oh, nice scale.
Well,
It's like a retargeted jump or something like that.
now Condi's got that Zora's Domain access from Lake Hylia, so go to Lake Hylia, go to Zora's Domain, then just leave and get River and go, oh, there's my bow.
True.
I kept choosing to come in this room first instead of dropping the staircase. I feel like that's just gonna be time spent waiting.
Yep.
Not too much, I guess, because he's got a bomb bag, and bombs explode a lot faster than bomb flowers.
But yeah, you're supposed to pull a bomb as you're approaching this area, set it down, pull another one, blow up the wall.
Minimize the amount of waiting that you need to do in that instance.
No.
Good movement here, though. Gonna pick up a skull, probably.
Yeah, Icup's been doing pretty good with his skull collecting. I haven't looked at Condi's skulls, but I imagine he's kind of getting around to it eventually.
Condi using the strat to get a double bomb drop off of that pot. Make sure he's got a good amount of resources going into the fight and for further onward. Still has shoes to work with as well, but obviously would like to save those since they're more of a limited resource.
Yeah, when you need to like blow something up super quick, it's like, all right, well, let's just use a bomb chewing a nut. Oh, there's a hammer!
Ooh, hammer!
Hammer into Dongos.
Wow.
So I think that's a pretty clear fire temple right after this.
Kind of surprised Icup didn't go for the ground jump strat to get up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, only thing is, Condi could get bow locked out of there, so
Oh, that's true.
it's none of it's in logic either, because I mean just the first 2 checks, I guess, the first few, and then the rest of it is heat fire is not in logic with the
Without strength.
tunic or wallet
And strength.
and strength, which Icup will probably go straight to fire after this because he's basically set up for it. And everything in turn except for health.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I mean, both of them have a bottle, so... Or Kondi has a bottle, Icup doesn't, so he can't get a fairy for the Volvagia fight. I mean, we have seen seeds where there's a, where there's a Goron tunic in the first room of a Fire Temple to the right side. Right, Icup not grabbing the double bomb drop. Kondi's gonna be going up to Goron City with this hammer. Oh, he's gonna be getting the skulls. Forgot he didn't have this yet.
You can just jump slash that one, bud.
Alright, so Kondi's at 8 skulls. So they're both tied to 8 apiece. Okay, and now he's going right into... He might actually check the fairy fountain first, because Death Mountain Crater Way of the Hero.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You definitely would want to just clear that out.
Oh, he's going into the temple.
Going in. That's fine though. It's
Yeah.
not really.
It doesn't really matter. Unless it was like, you know, a tunic.
Yeah, Icup would definitely it would be beneficial for him since he hasn't yet done his DMC to also do that since he now has hammer as well. Make sure that he's got all the information, that we know it's just Epona's and of a bomb bag that are there. So
Every time I see Link do the spin slash without magic, I just... It's just
Die a little
makes
inside?
me wonder. Makes me wonder about life. It's just like so mood killing. You're like, ah, yeah, sword fighting, and then it's like spin slash, and you're like, can you just not do that?
underwhelming to say the least.
Underwhelming is a very good word that I couldn't think of.
Kondi does not know that it's not a skull seed yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be really interesting to see when he makes that play to go to the river.
I can't imagine he waits that long. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff to do as adult still, but I mean, like the first thing he does as child, I imagine, would be going to Zora's domain.
Okay, Icup, check the fairy fountain.
Oh, yeah, he's going
Yes,
for
he's
it.
checking the fairy fountain.
Oh,
Good
he
man.
hasn't even been to Death Mountain Crater yet.
Oh,
so-
Yeah, no, like I said, he hasn't been here at all. It would be in his best interest to get it while he's there in
yeah,
the first place.
He hasn't even been to Goron City as adult yet, so he could be checking that too.
well, he probably didn't prioritize it because he already had done the boulder maze. So all he would really be getting out of it is a skull and Link the Goron.
Yeah.
So, but now you can get the hammer.
I couple
Check.
rush GTG after this. I don't know about that, especially since Goron City and Fire Temple are right there.
I don't think Icup knows hookshotless GTG. Okay, so it's Epona's song.
Icup also isn't very confident about crossing the wasteland without the lens. Like, he knows he can do like wasteland forward, kinda, but he's very unconfident about reverse wasteland too. So, I mean, GTG is good, but I don't think he'll cross the desert at all.
Okay, there's our boss key.
Yeah, that was a really fast boss key too.
So he's gonna grab a fairy and
Yeah, he's
probably
going-
do the
he's going
fight.
straight for it. Yeah,
I guess Icup couldn't tell what that item was, so he just wanted
Oh
to
wait,
double check.
actually,
or maybe he just wanted
Actually,
more
I
bombs.
just realized the dungeon is actually Volvagia locked because he has 0 keys at that point and he picks up the boss key.
Oh,
He can
that's
only
right.
get 1 more key, so he actually has to do the boss here to continue on in the dungeon.
Yeah, because
True.
you need 2 keys to get past that first the beginning part of the dungeon. Well,
Right.
thank goodness
You-
he has that bottle then.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's good with the strat here for the quick kill, he can absolutely do this in 40 seconds. And since entering the boss room resets your timer, he'll have plenty of time to work with here.
Yeah.
He's usually good with the quick kill.
Yeah. Even if he isn't good with the quick kill, like the fairy will give him more than enough time if he screws up. Volvagi's
Asmi,
bottle
he just hasn't checked the fairy fountain.
lock.
Yeah, we did see that fairy fountain did only have a blue rupee in it though, so would not be punished if he forgot to check it.
Okay,
Now
Icup
he
now
knows.
knows it's AD.
Yeah, now he knows it's AD. Condi, that doesn't work.
Thankfully, he didn't really get punished by that.
Hmm. He's still trying to use the bombs here to damage Avagia, but I think he did it. Nope, he didn't actually do it one too many times. So
Yeah.
this should be enough damage here with a Master Sword Jump Slash. Yep, there you go.
That
Good
was-
one cycle from
That was
Condi.
a really good one cycle on Volvagia. When you get bad RNG with the whack-a-mole holes, it really sucks, but he made it work.
So Asmi, there's actually 2 Volvagias is the thing. And one of them, their hitbox is just below that when you start the fight, their hitbox is actually just below that first puddle right in front of you when you enter the cutscene. So you can actually hit that hitbox with bombs, bomb chews, and you can get damage on Volvagia before you even like start the fight. So, sorry, before you even like actually hit the model that's appearing over and over. So, it's this weird way to basically get damage since there's 2 hitboxes, two models and 2 hitboxes. So, that's why the quick kill ends up working like that.
No. So, Icup gets his bottle from Goron City. And now he's going...
not going to check his song.
Oh, who? Condi?
Icup. He's gonna go get the Minuet song. Looks like.
He got a song from Crater?
No, his Minuet.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said he's not gonna check his song, and I was like, he already checked his song. Yeah, he's gonna get his other song. I'm shocked he didn't go right into Fire Temple after that bottle. But
Yeah,
I mean, he can play Bolero at any time, right? So he's probably looking for Song of Storms. We're gonna see what Condi gets from getting his
He
Force
can't
Medallion.
resist the Icup play.
Oh, the
Oh,
Song of
the Song of
Storms,
Storms.
though.
It is on fire. Okay.
I would just plant that sword and go right to well. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Condi's doing just that. Depending on his timing. Oh, I hope it's daytime for him.
Why?
Well, because otherwise he can't leave castle and go to CAC.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if it was night, then he could just play Serenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's faster anyway. Condi said, like, even if you just want to leave. Oh, there's Sunsong. Even if you want to just leave the castle and go back to, like, the beginning area, like, it's faster to play Serenade and use the owl than come here.
Mm-hmm. Alright, where are you going, Icup? There you go.
Yeah, he's going
Play
fight.
Bolero. There you go.
I guess he just wanted the song.
Yeah.
Alright, Condi is going straight to CAC. We're not seeing Azora River yet. Makes sense because that would screw up his time of day. So, Icup's going to be having a quick fire temple too. Icup's still not too far behind Conditioner. I mean, he does have that early strength that Condi doesn't, but I mean, they haven't really needed it for anything. They didn't have to go very far up Fire Temple, so Condi didn't have to do his jump strat. And even then, he could have just bomb jumped over the rock. Ground jump. So it'll be really interesting to see what's in the bottom of the well. I mean, they still need so many items, so it could be anything.
Yeah, with it being all dungeons, everything is on the table. Boomerang, mirror shield, bow, magic, long shot, strength 2. Everything that you could conceivably need to beat this seed is effectively required now, so...
Strength 3.
OGZ, OGZ!
We all love seeing the outside Ganon's castle play. Or even better, light arrows in light trial.
We do know for sure it's not going to be a bow or a slingshot, though.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, I guess it can't be because
I mean,
bow and slingshot are
one
both
in
accessible.
here. You could find one in here, but it's not going to be the only thing.
Yeah, yeah. Bosky was on a first chest on the left in the big fire room, right?
I don't remember which side, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was on the left.
Side.
Yeah, the one underneath the Song of Time block.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, so
Love
Icup's
the-
gonna know.
Ooh, magic.
Well, that's probably it.
Yeah,
But
but you're not gonna just dip out. We could
you're
have
not
a
gonna
loaded well here.
Yeah, you're absolutely not just gonna dip out of a dungeon that has like 12 checks for free, so... How many is it in total, actually?
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's 11. Yeah, it's 14 total things
Oh, it's
that you can...
a look shot.
Oh, wow.
That's a
boy.
good item.
And now, because he got a magic, he can use Din's Fire here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no need to take the time with the stick. Just play the cutscene. Let's go.
Connie's gonna get 2 cutscenes. He lit both torches.
He was trying to avoid lighting that second torch.
Yeah, I know.
He tried.
Didn't walk far enough into the corner. So, raising the Gibdo.
He's gonna get stunned. You better run, Condi. You better run.
Unfortunately for Konditioner, Hookshot really doesn't do anything for him right now. Like, it lets him check this and that, but I mean, like, it's just a skull collecting device as long as he doesn't have strength for his forest temple.
Yeah, now once Icup finds Hookshot, then it's nap time.
Oh yeah. I imagine Icup would immediately just go do his forest temple. But we found 2 items in bottom of the well. There could still be something else. I love saying things like that right as, like, you know, people open up chests. Really gets me on edge. Just like, oh, did I will something into existence?
Alright, so Icup may or may not have wasted a little bit of time there doing that check. Also, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Doter? Alright,
So,
see ya, Fire Temple.
I guess Icup doesn't trust himself to do Volvagia without the tunic.
Yeah, I mean, he has a bottle.
Oh yeah, I
So-
mean Icup doesn't know how to one-cycle Volvagia. Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Like,
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So this isn't
that's,
exactly like an incorrect play. He just doesn't know how to do the trick.
yeah. I mean that's
What do you
gonna
say?
really hurt Icup because now he doesn't have access to his magic and hookshot in bottom of the well. So,
Yeah, and
Now where's he going?
now he's probably going to Zora's Domain.
Yep. He's playing Serenade, so he's probably doing his Zora's Domain check and then grabbing Fro's Wind on the way out.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the number of things that they have accessible to them in the seed, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the tunic was, or wallet was somewhere in field in one of the grottos, or if it was in Zora's domain. Because with the items they have, they can't really go anywhere. Like, I mean, of course they could go to Gerudo. Like
Could
the
be on archery.
tunic could be in archery, it could be in GTG. Yeah, I guess they do have a lot available to them. Well, hopefully Icup finds it sooner than later.
Yeah. Now he unfortunately can't use his Din's Fire here to make this go a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
Check the hint.
he'll probably check
I guess he doesn't want it.
He's got multiple opportunities to grab it with the way the routing works around here, so.
Having to go all the way back up to the Zora to get his prize. Oh, this mirror shield.
Oh my god,
in the
Mirror shield.
Oh, this is just hurting Icup more and more.
Yeah. That. Oh. Oh no.
I think
no.
I think Konditioner is very, very far ahead at this point now. He still doesn't have strength, but I mean, he has every other item under the sun right now.
Yeah, no bow, no strength, but
Did Condi check
You
the
just-
chest down at the bottom? Oh, it was probably a key. Probably left. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
he could probably extrapolate it with the key.
Okay, so
That's unfreezing King Zora.
yep,
Oh, King Zora's dead?
King Zora is dead. Yes. Oh, and there's strength
nice.
too.
Oh!
Oh no,
Strength
that's
too.
so bad for Icup because Condi's gonna get his strength right there.
Oh
So
no.
Condi's gonna get his first strength from the Zora in the diving game, and then he's not gonna care that the second strength is in the field. He's gonna come across it eventually, but he only really needs it for Spirit Temple and GTG. So Condi finding his first strength in Zora's domain here is really, really terrible for Icup. Because now that lead that Icup had over Condi is just immediately gone.
Now where's he going? Back adult?
Probably.
Now is he gonna go beat Volvaggio?
Oh, he said no.
Wait, no?
I'm not sure where he's
Hy-
going.
Hyrule field checks? Slingshot?
But I mean, he can do Hyrule field checks. He might be doing his slingshot in Lost Woods.
Yeah.
Because he can do his Hyrule field checks as adult, and he can do all of them as adult because he has Iron Boots.
And he would probably no, he doesn't actually have opponents. Never mind. Oh, he does
He
have
does.
opponents.
Yeah, yeah.
He's done that. It's marked. It's not just not marked off.
Oh,
Yeah, it would also just be faster at that point since he could call opponent once and get across the action. It could cross everything he would need to way faster. So
yeah, I marked getting the check, but I didn't mark the check itself. Whoops.
yeah, this is very unfortunate for Icup.
Ooh, Condi might. He's got to get this one
Is
dive.
he gonna fail?
Oh, he got it in one
he
dive.
got it.
The
My
rupees were
goodness.
just close enough together.
Insane man.
Oh, okay, I forgot. He can do Saria's song too. Fortunately,
fool.
he's a fool.
Fool.
You are an Unga Bunga. Alright, so Condi's gonna be pretty happy to find his strength. I guess-
he's clearing out Child Goron City.
Yeah, and now he's gonna go to Zora's River, probably. He's gonna go to Zora's River and see his bow. And then probably probably immediately go to Forest Temple.
Yeah, this is a huge advantage right now for Condi. the lack of Volvagia from Icup is punishing him super hard right now.
I mean,
Yeah, and I could understand like not feeling confident in how to do the one cycle, but with a fairy and Conditioner had 40 seconds with 5 hearts. You have an extra heart, you've got a few more seconds. You can absolutely still get a 2 cycle on Volvagia within the time frame, even if you have to die once. So
there's another bow on Darunia.
And now Condi's actually going to be able to use his Furor's Wind, so going to the GTG play would actually not be terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would still rather go to Forest Temple first over GTG. Oh, there's the letter!
Definitely.
Oh
my
Oh
god!
no!
Turn it in.
Well,
Is
he's probably going to
over.
grab the chicken so he can do his He's probably going to
Yeah.
grab his chicken so he can get Furors and then just go back up.
Oh man.
Because
Well,
now he can just rush Ice Cavern.
he's
Oh,
gonna go place.
Icup just got his hook shot.
Oh, there's the other hook
Goron
shot.
pot.
It is not over yet. He is not yet completely out of this.
This is
Okay.
like a roller coaster of a seed. Oh my god.
He has strength 2. He has everything he needs to clear forest. He's not completely out of this. So we know now that where the location of both hook shots are. So
Kondi's probably not going to go to Goron Pot for a little while too. Like not with all the things he has access to.
I don't know why he just bought 2 beans there.
One for Colossus. And probably one for Graveyard.
Oh, Graveyard was dead.
Oh, right. He already checked.
Lake
Graveyard.
Hylia is barren, and he already checked the crater.
I'm
But
not sure why then.
regardless, now we're gonna go place Furor's Wind and Jabu.
Yeah, he could.
yeah, I actually like that for
absolutely-
sure.
That's absolutely what you do.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
why
been-
he dumped his bottle out so he could grab a fish. Yeah, you're right. That's a 200
Yeah, no.
IQ play. And I mean, there's
With
no
both-
other place you need to get back to as there's no other place you need to get back to as child that isn't easily accessible. No, go.
Wait.
It's usually not done right away because it's pretty far out of the way.
Where did Icup get the second bow?
Darunia.
Oh, Darunia, that's right. Okay. So Kondi still didn't actually pick up that bow.
No, he didn't.
I guess he's just gonna grab it on the way to Ice Cavern.
Probably.
He's gonna go straight to Ice Cavern after this.
I
bet.
100%. Because I mean,
Yeah.
Kondi likes to go like straight for his way of the heroes, so I 100% imagine that's his play. Icup's put bombs and hookshot out. He's probably just he's just immediately going to Forest Temple.
Yeah, and the Ice Cavern play is also not a bad play either because it is way of the hero. Like, you come in here, you set Pharaohs, you get the hell out, go adult, and you can come back here at any time once you've found the boomerang and clear it out. So, as long as he doesn't somehow hard reset, he'll keep that Pharaohs.
Oh, Kondi's just checking. He didn't actually grab Furor's Wind. He just bought the beans and then warped straight back to Lake Hylia. So he didn't get anything.
Oh.
He didn't get anything in Zora's River.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Well,
So
I
hope he
think
doesn't
that's
get
I think
punished
that's
here.
a mistake.
Yeah, I probably would have
Yeah.
made that detour for Furors, because if you have to come all the way back to Jabu, that just sucks. Maybe he's
Yeah,
thinking, well, I can just get Furors as adult, because with hover boots, you can just clear Zora's River, like, no problem.
Then you still gotta come all the way back here.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what Kondi's thinking.
I think his play to get Bow on the way into Ice Cavern is definitely like 300 IQ. I wouldn't have thought to do that. I would have been like just tunnel visioning, going for that bow right there.
No.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things that makes Condi a really tough opponent, is he doesn't necessarily tunnel vision everything. I mean, he doesn't tunnel vision sometimes when he should, but I mean, he just kind of looks around, takes in all the facts, and then just kind of puts them in the correct order a lot of the time.
Condi gets the wiggles from Rudo, so we have a blessed run on our hands.
The wiggles. Is that when she gets all like, eh?
Yeah, when she starts like flailing around, basically.
I think that's
It's
just
called
I think that's just an idle animation, isn't it?
It's rare from what I know. Like,
Is it?
it can happen when you're idling, but like it's very rare as far as I know.
I don't think it's that rare. I thought it always happened when you were idling.
Not to my knowledge. There isn't very much time when you're idling anyway, I guess, so that's why I would think it's rare. The only time when you're idling is really when you're on the,
Yeah.
on the lift.
Unless you're bad.
True.
Alright, so
Alright.
nothing in Jabu.
Yeah. I definitely do not agree with that play at all. So,
I mean,
punish.
checking it with Furor's Wind, I like, but yeah,
Absolutely.
just going in blind is like, yeah.
You have so much other stuff to do. You know Forest Temple is logical now.
So,
Yeah, you can also get Ice Cavern at your earliest convenience.
the earliest convenience. Immediately going straight there. Oh, we got ice arrows.
We're the hero, let's go! It's funny because you actually need Shadow the Steed.
So yeah, looks like they've cleared out all of their Way of the Hero locations except for Ice Cavern. Zora's Domain had Strength, Bottom of the Well, Magic, Hookshot, Mirror Shield, and then 2 songs.
Icup, don't do this while holding Z. Oh my god, he actually did it. Incredible.
Even though it's
You have
faster,
iron boots. You have iron boots.
even though it's faster to Icup, you're not standing close
Icup, please!
Please.
Okay, there
You
we go.
need to pull off some good execution if you want to win this race at this point, my guy.
You can't be doing that. Oh boy.
So Icup's probably just crossing his fingers for a tunic or a wallet at this point. Like, I don't think he's going to be going back to Fire Temple without either one,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Oh, it looks like Condi's doing the same thing. So we're going to be seeing a double oh no, he's going to Ice Cavern. I was like, double
Yeah.
forest. Oh wait, no, Ice Cavern. Never mind.
No, absolutely. He's just using the iron boots. Get himself over there quickly.
Think you're losing a bunch of channel points today? Let's actually see where the thing goes. So it looks like it's pretty close. I mean, 55% betted towards 55% of channel points go towards Konditioner, 45% go towards Icup. We only had 3 people vote on either side, so I think whoever did the prediction did it way too early. So. But yeah, we got 12.2k going towards Konditioner, and 10k going towards Icup.
Well, don't be like me and bet the wrong person on accident the first stream and then lose it, and then bet the person you intended to bet the second stream and still lose.
I know they only had 30 minutes to predict Go-Go, but I would have not done it like right at the very beginning of the race. I would have waited at least 10-20 minutes. Okay, so Kondi is going for his Ferora's Wind as adult. That's what I thought. Like, hover boots just make everything in River so much faster.
The shield flick there.
Flicks.
Maybe
Maybe
don't really know why he did that.
Maybe he did forget. He forget.
Probably
He was like,
now
I gotta come back.
He must have.
Oh yeah, because he went to Jabu. That's right.
I just don't. It just doesn't make any sense. He had to have forgotten because, like, you go drop off the letter, and if you're gonna have to come all the way back to Jabu anyways, then why go do that one check?
Yeah, the time investment.
Unless you were really banking on it being fucking Boomerang.
Well, I mean, if you don't have Ferora's Wind to come back, you may as well do the check anyway, because if you just leave and it was something, then you're even harder punished.
I guess, yeah.
So he was probably just being like, well, may as well, like, while I'm here, since I forgot to go grab it, because I'm dumb. So I'm sure if we had Kondi's audio on stream when he paused in Jabu, he would have been like, I'm the biggest idiot. Kondi does like leaving messages for the stream while he's playing.
I think this either has to be Requiem or another item. Because I don't think any of the other songs... Because the only other songs that this could be is Minuet or Prelude. It can't be Prelude.
Could be Prelude.
Well, it could be Prelude and then an item, but like not referring to the song, rather.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean an Ice Cavern? Yeah.
If it's a song, it has to be Requiem, because Minuet not needed. You do have Saria Song the Seed, and Prelude cannot be Way of the Hero. So if it is the song, definitely Requiem, but I think it's more likely that it's going to be an item. We'll see how it is, and what it do, how it go.
Yeah, because Long Shot is in Logic right now, so the only thing they need to cross the Wasteland is Lens.
Yeah. So it could be Lens.
Can't tell what that item is.
That looks like a wallet. That is a...
Oh!
That is a wallet.
Yeah, he's taking the time to get it.
Is it?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a wallet. Alright, so wallet in Zora Fountain.
I mean... Not necessary for Kondi.
Yeah. Where was the letter again? Oh, it was Song of Storms. So that means that this wallet is locked behind Beating Fire Temple.
So that is not the wallet that... Unless there's a tunic somewhere.
Yeah, that... If there's a tunic somewhere, that's... Yeah, but that's not a wallet that's in Logic for Fire Temple. I hate watching people fight the pose with the hook shot like this.
Dude, I hate that strat so much.
I just hate it so much.
Just jump slash. Not jump slash, my guy. I don't like the strat either.
I mean, I think it's faster if you do it well, but it's so hard to do well.
I guess he might not get punished that hard, like if what Gogo says is true, like if he maybe he's just waiting for more health, then he'll at least have Forest Temple cleared out by the time Kondi is done with Ice.
And I mean, I really doubt Icup will go all the way to Jabu and like without, you know, a boomerang.
I don't think so either.
So Kondi probably just wasted a ton of time doing that over Icup. But I mean, we'll see. Like, Icup still has to clear out bottom of the well. So
there's a chance that Jabu is the last dungeon they have to do, and that, I mean, they could be in go mode by that point. Yeah. Or a tunic.
Wrong tunic, unfortunately. Not the one Icup would want to see at that point.
Yeah, if they're in go mode by the time they get Jabu later, then Icup would just be able to skip everything.
I mean, not that that saves a whole ton of time anyway, because it's just opening chests. I guess you don't have to do the
Stinger room or the Shabam's room.
See, Icup just like he keeps missing. Like it's just
You have to be really confident in your aiming if you want to
yeah.
do this.
And you have to be like kind of far away from the wall too. I don't know. I can't advocate. Oh, there's the boomerang.
Okay, well,
Condi's
now
angry.
Condi's probably pretty tilted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Condi is
Having
not having a
Bearers
good time there.
earlier. The time commitment would have been worth it. Condi, no.
So then Icup's gonna benefit from that because he's gonna grab his boomerang when he finally makes the ice cavern play.
He has to beat Fire Temple first, though.
He does, but he will not be making 2 trips to
Oh
Jabu,
yeah, that's true.
Most likely.
Most likely. Hopefully.
He will
But-
still need to find his Rudo's letter though for Jabu, since he does not have that yet because it's Song of Storms locked. But
Yeah. And I mean, there's nothing pointing him back towards Zora River. So, I mean, he could clear out his Song of Storm stuff pretty soon, but I mean, going all the way back to Zora River for just one check is like, who knows if he'll get around to it.
Konditioner just picked up his bomb bag from that chest. So there's only
that's
one more chest to go here, and then the song will be the last thing it could be.
Yeah, so we've...
Well, I mean, boomerang. Never mind, boomerang.
We found 3 bomb bags and three bows this seed. It's funny that Icup and Condi both got different ones.
Different ones, never punished.
There's still a chance that
Let's see,
Requiem could be on Burning Cack. As low of a chance it is, it's possible.
Probably not though, because Spirit Temple is one of the medallions required to beat to get
Yeah,
Burning
but
Cack
I mean,
song.
it's possible.
You never know.
I'm leaning
Now
towards another Vanilla Requiem. Vanilla Requiem seed.
Please no.
It's
No
gonna be
more.
really interesting to see when they make the play for a water temple, because they both don't have long shot, and Icup will eventually find it in bottom of the well. What is going on? Okay.
Kept targeting the wrong Poe.
That's some NA aim if I've ever seen it.
But there's a very good chance that Condi takes a long time to go back to Child Goron City.
I mean, in a lot of the seeds we've been seeing, like, Child Goron City is like a late consideration for almost everyone. We'll see how long it takes for Condi to find his strength too as well. Alright, here's our last dollop of items from Ice Cavern.
Alright,
Okay, it was Requiem.
and
Okay.
so either of those could, either the boomerang or that could be the way the hero hinted, but either way.
Either way, Condi's getting another song, which is going to be Minuet, I think. Or Prelude.
Let's go and head over first to the fairy fountain. I agree with it. Get it done while you're here. Doesn't have strength 2, so that's like the big advantage. You can't just get Spirit Temple done and out of the way. So, sorry, the big disadvantage rather. So that gives Icup at least a bit of breathing room until that strength 2 is found in Hyrule Field. So
There's a chance that Condi does his reverse wasteland, because he can go grab his wasteland check, and then he can do GTG, and he has a Pona song to clear out Fortress as well. I mean, he's gonna get his arch and his He probably won't check the hint actually, because he has all his hints. But he's gonna be grabbing his song for sure. I mean, if it's Minuet, I could see a Forest Temple. It was Minuet. Okay. So Prelude is on Burning Cack.
Dang.
Fun times.
And on top of the
Lots of running
Archcolossus, we got actually
Red
I don't know what
Rupee?
that is. Doesn't look like Red
It looks
Rupee.
like a red rupee.
I thought it was a Bomb Chew, but
Either way, I think the coloring of it doesn't lead to any like major items, so.
Yeah, they have mirror shield, so.
there's Sun Song. Oh, Condi playing it wrong. Oops.
Okay, so Icup did not find anything in Forest, I believe, so we're gonna be looking at a real resident sleeper moment here. Everybody's gonna go. It's long, boring, dumb temple. Hate you. Hate you much. Hate you much.
Yeah. How funny that Icup literally just finishes Forest as Condi just starts it. So we got a chain Forest Temple going on. Hopefully we see Icup doing the same stuff that Konditioner did. So they're both kind of in the same spot. Oh, there's a heart container.
Alright, at this point, you gotta risk it. You gotta go back to Fire Temple. You gotta grab that fairy. Even if you don't know how to one-cycle it, with that many hearts, you can afford a 3-cycle with a fairy. So, if he's not immediately playing Bolero here, he's making a mistake.
No, Steve. Icup hasn't done Bottom of the Well because he doesn't have Song of Storms yet, which you get from beating Fire Temple. Okay, so he's going back into Fire Temple now. So I guess with that extra heart container, he's feeling a little bit more confident. So he's gonna load up on a fairy and go for it. So he's gonna be just kind of catching up to Condi now. Bolero of Fire. Anyways,
All right, well,
I'll be
this is
right
the
back
perfect
in a
time
couple
for me
minutes.
to take a bathroom break here.
Yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. So if you guys could keep it going, I'm not ducking out for Forest Temple reasons. So
Oh yeah, I get you. I get you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I got you. All right. So the quicker strat for the Volvagia quick kill is definitely to use the nuts and the chew strat. He has plenty of chews he can work with here, but oh, does he not even use the bomb strat? That could definitely be huge, actually. He's gonna need to hit Volvagia at least a couple times here with either the bow or like spin slashes. He doesn't have magic though, so spin slashes are gonna be hard. He'd have to hit Volvagia a couple times with the bow. Yeah, he's not even doing the bomb strat at all to damage Volvagia, so that means he needs to get, I think, at least 2 bow hits here. He's Icup, please shoot him with the bow. Shoot, Icup, shoot them with the bow, please. I don't think that you can get a 3-cycle without shooting the bow. Icup. Oh no. Can we discuss egg sandwiches again? Sure. Let's discuss egg sandwiches again. You know what I think? I think that if you're gonna put an egg on your sandwich, okay, you gotta put like
on your sandwich.
You gotta either make it an egg salad sandwich, or you gotta make sure that like that's like a hard-boiled egg. Not a hard-boiled egg, sorry. Oh, okay. Icup dying, but he's still got a fairy. He's good. You've gotta over hard that shit. You can't over easy it. The yolk spilling everywhere is not my favorite thing in the world at all. Alright, Alright, so there you go. We're getting a 4-cycle on Valvagia. Big fan. Big fan of Icup just not using the bow.
What are you doing? Why is he doing this?
I don't understand it. Like,
Is he... Okay, he's gonna have enough time, right?
He will. Like, unless he misses this, which, you know, if you're jump slash, you're fine. Yeah, no, like, I can understand if you don't know the bomb stuff or you're not good at the bomb stuff, not using the bomb strat, but you should still absolutely be trying to hit Volvagia with the bow every time they come out to fly around. Like, it is so weird that Icup just does the fight almost completely intentionally. It forces a 4-cycle without the,
Wait, no, that was a 3-cycle, right? Because 4-cycle
No.
would imply two rock cycles? Or am I crazy?
I could have sworn it was 4, but I guess also frame in my head. Nah, I don't entirely know. Either way, he now has the Force Medallion, so if I'm him, I'm checking my song real quick. I'm gonna see it's Song of Storms. I'm gonna know Bottom of the Well is Way of the Hero. Yep, here you go. He's resetting immediately upon it happening. So. We're probably going to be seeing the Bottom of the Well happen here, which means all those items that Konditioner had an advantage on, he will no longer have an advantage on. He'll still be in the lead, I feel, just because... Yeah.
So actually, now let's think about this for a second. What's he gonna be missing? Just light arrows.
Hand back.
He's only gonna be missing light arrows after he's done with the ice cavern and Bottom of the Well, right?
He
Yeah,
does
that's
have to go to Zora's River still, though,
Yeah, because he
does.
to
Oh,
get his letter.
Letter.
But I mean,
But-
once he gets his letter, it's like just gonna trigger a chain reaction, right?
Yeah, because he's gonna get Hookshot, Magic Mirror Shield, and then Boomerang and Requiem, and then all he needs left is Light Arrows, which he can get the hint for. He'll have Long Shot, so he'll be able to go get his AD done.
Yeah, his,
True, yeah.
his
Falcon is-
progressive
his second,
hookshot.
his
Falcon.
second Hookshot is, yeah.
So it would entirely depend on where Kondi goes a little bit later here, because, yeah, he doesn't have Strength 2, he doesn't have Long Shot after that. Icup is barreling it towards Bottom of the Well. So, I don't know, the lack of an Ice Cavern being done does not entirely... I was about to say, what is he doing? But he's playing Sun Song, he wants to get Dompe while he's at it.
He's probably
Makes
gonna get
sense.
his Night Skulls too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't update his skull count, but
Seems Light Arrows must be opponent locked. Yeah, it would have to be... I think it might honestly be the archery. Unless the way the hero did actually point to that bomb bag, it would probably have to be the horseback archery at this point.
yeah. Considering where both of the hook shots were, they weren't in the desert. Like, so they can get into desert with long shot. So Epona's song has to be required for either. I mean, they found a tunic, the Zora tunic in Forest Temple, right? So I mean, I think Epona has to be used for light arrows.
Yeah,
Or
it's gotta be
yeah, I think
archery
or lens.
portrait. Archery or yeah, or lens.
Wait, no,
that
they
would
got
be-
Requiem though. So
Yeah, Requiem is an
No,
Ice
yeah.
Cavern. So it really would limit it just to horseback archery.
But the real question is, where's the Goron tunic? Because it could be pointing to a Goron tunic that you would have needed,
oh yeah.
or a wallet, because that wallet that we saw was not in Logic. So
Yeah, that
yeah.
was 100%
kind
SOS.
of a
lock.
weird seed here.
So horseback archery could be either light arrows or a tunic.
Or a wallet.
Or a wallet. But I mean, even if they like don't know where light arrows are, like I mean, they can just find where they are from Ganondorf at this point.
Yeah.
Like the race could come down to like a you know, having to go back and find the light arrows would be the could be the thing that, you know, calls it for one of them, but oh, there's fire arrows. Icup's gonna check his Sun Song grave. Oh yeah, Wallet Goron Tunic could be anywhere in GTG because Longshot is Song of Storms locked. So yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense as well.
I think it honestly, I think we're gonna be seeing the archery for light arrows. Just yeah, there isn't much else that either of these runners need now. So
even if it's not light arrows, what Connor said is true. So the wallet or the tunic has to be in either GTG or archery, or even Haunted Wasteland.
I mean, it could still be like in the field. You know, we don't
Yeah,
really know.
that's true. It has to be somewhere before, like, without needing long shot. Or magic. Or mirror shield. Alright, so
Alright.
do you think that's where Kondi's going after his forest temple?
yeah, it's hard to say.
He could go rush his field grottos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When did Icup find Hookshot? Icup found Hookshot a while back, but he found it... Oh, where did Icup? He found it in Goron Pot. So, Child Goron City.
Yeah, and that was definitely huge for him because we thought Konditioner had the seed on lock at that point, but all of a sudden, you know, Forest Temple is opened up for him. He finds enough hearts after doing Forest Temple that he feels comfortable to do Volvagia, so he's not super behind on that regardless. Because yeah, as pointed out, after this bottom of the well is done, the only thing he will need is in fact the light arrows, so we're going to be seeing what routing he chooses to take. Well, he'll still need the boomerang, but that is an ice cavern. And I can't imagine, like, once he goes and finds the Rudo's letter that he won't be doing that relatively quickly, so...
Yeah. Like, if he found Rudo's letter immediately after well, because it would be like, okay, well, you're done in the well, just leave and go to Zora River. But when you've already been there for everything except for one check, going back for that one check is really hard to justify.
Absolutely.
Especially when he knows that Ferore's Wind is there, and he'll probably just want to get that as adults since he missed it earlier. So I doubt he's gonna come back with Child.
So yeah, it is a weird bottom of the well route. I mean, he still hasn't ZL'd the water down.
Kondi would yell at him for this too.
Oh.
And especially now because he's gonna go down here and this is gonna be a key.
Yeah. It's probably because he already has a key. Yeah, but I mean, there's 3 keys in the well. He's about to get another one right here, so.
An interesting route through bottom of the well. Not entirely sure I agree with it. I mean, knowing the contents of what's in here, I don't agree with it.
I
but-
guess he wants to do this and then save and quit and then do Dead Hand and then end in the coffin room.
Maybe.
I really hope he pays close attention to his keys and that he doesn't end up thinking that the last, that the coffin room is a key.
I'm sure he knows that he still needs one more key. And so, unless he, like, finds it...
Right.
I really like how both of these guys are, like, really even on skulls the whole seed.
Yeah.
Right.
Icup.
Icup!
Play your song correctly. He messed up ZL a bunch earlier too.
CL's hard, man. You gotta like roll your stick or press 3 buttons in a row. That's hard, man.
It's real fun doing it with a PS4 controller. That's what I use.
Alright.
One more to go.
Okay, good. He knows that he needs to do both of these checks. No, but now he's gonna save and quit, and maybe he wants to hope that he doesn't have to actually fight Dead Hand. Is the idea here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. So he's gonna go. He'll see this is his long shot. Okay, he sees that immediately,
Use
no
it,
hesitation.
fire. He doesn't know.
Ditch fire!
He doesn't know. Pepe left.
Probably didn't want to equip it. Gotta save those equips, you know?
Alright. So with that, he needs 2 items to be able to clear the seed fully. Boomerang and light arrows, and the light arrows are the only one we don't quite know yet.
And the letter.
So, true. True.
So almost 2 items. Almost 2 items to beat the seed.
It's probably not really much faster, if anything, but it's nice that, like, whenever you go over to get the flame from that one torch, you always get frozen by the Gibdo. So,
Yeah. It's a really low health seed for Conditioner. He's only got 7 hearts.
He is now done with the Forest Temple, though.
Yeah. Bless.
nap time is over.
Alright, so where's Kondi going now? He's save warping, so we're going back to Temple of Time for sure. Guess he's going back.
You might be
Child.
thinking
He's probably
Jabu.
gonna, yeah, probably gonna finish Jabu.
Icupspeedruns not going for the quick kill on the dead hand here. It's gonna let it
You
reset.
wouldn't have been able to jump slash anyway because it disappeared behind
Yeah.
one of the hands, and it's doing the same thing again. Icup isn't like really thinking about where he's doing his stabs on the dead hand.
Yeah, taking a little bit of time to get it down. Unfortunate, but such is the case.
Yeah, Din's
Pick up his last
animation.
couple checks.
Din's animation is kind of long, and like we saw with Kondi, if you're standing too close to the other coffin, then you just end up opening all of them. Icup's playing his cat jams for us.
Alright, so. Oh, so he's not actually gonna head over to Zora's River, so we won't be seeing the Ruto's letter from him for a while.
Man, that might kill him.
Yeah, because we know, like, words are hard. We know for a fact that, like, the only dungeon he can do right now, and fully complete, is Water Temple. But we also know that it's barren, so it's interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see what Icup chooses to do here off of that. He still needs his Ice Cavern Way of the Hero Boomerang, and still needs the Requiem as well. If he ends up finding Len somewhere, he could conceivably,
I think I think he's just gonna do Spirit Temple, like, just go to maybe cross the wasteland on his own without the song.
True.
Or at the very least, going to Fortress. Like, go do Fortress, go do GTG, just clear as much. Because you can full clear both. So may as well just go do that. Look for your items. It just sucks that we know that he's probably not going to go back to child anytime soon. It would be the same thing like if Condi went adult after this. Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if he's adult. Well, I guess it does because he's not finding his long shot, but... Oh, Icup's going to do water so he can get his Nocturne. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he can
that's
clear.
true.
He can get his all of his AD dungeons done. So he just gonna go for that play.
Yeah, next time he goes child, he'll just be able to just get his Nocturne of Shadow. And then
Yeah,
after
and
that, he can just go full clear Shadow Temple.
Which gives him a little bit of help traveling around the world, but
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's really hard to go back for one check in an area you've already cleared out. I think Condi has that slight advantage, because, I mean, he hasn't gone to Goron City as child.
it's just one check.
Yeah, but it's Icup getting punished by that, not Condi.
Yeah, so however long this water temple takes is entirely dependent on where that boss key is.
Yeah, let's get some predictions in the chat. Where's the boss key gonna be? They did find the Zora tunic, so it very well could be in the.
It's right there.
Oh wow, right there.
I didn't even have time to open up the prediction.
Rip. Wow, you guys are all right with prediction.
Yeah, right there. It was right there, Brad. Right there. All right. Well, Icup's he's gonna be done his water temple real fast. We're not coming back here anytime soon. Oh, that's hilarious. That's ultra lucky too. I don't remember if that's the first chest that Condi opens too when he does Water Temple.
First chest I open.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know about Condi. I think so.
I think so too. Especially if you have iron boots.
I'm gonna quickly be right back.
Icup, you're a little far away, buddy. Icup didn't do a jump slash either. Can you actually have two predictions running at once? I actually don't know. I didn't even know predictions were a thing up until like 2 days ago. Icup. Okay, there you go. I was like, now you're too close. First you're too far, now you're too close. Oh, we did jump slash at start? Oh, okay, I missed that. We're both hook shots. One of them was in the bottom of the well in the coffin, and the one that Konditioner doesn't have is in Goron Pot.
So right now, basically what the runners are missing is Icup is missing the letter, which is in Zora's River on the Song of Storms check, and Condi is missing Strength 2 in the field, and then the long shot in Child Goron City.
Yeah.
All of which are checks that they could very well take a while to go get. So.
Yeah. The open grotto is the one that has strength. So Condi could go back and get it like pretty quick, but
Yeah.
I imagine Icup's gonna do his. I was gonna say adult like Hylia checks, but then I remembered, oh yeah, it's Baron. Maybe he'll do shoot the sun again. Okay, no, he knows. We did see Icup check a Baron shoot the sun in a previous seed in this tournament, so.
You remembered.
No, he knows. He knows. I wonder where he's going now. Maybe he's going to clear out his adult Gerudo stuff before he goes back child.
He's going to GTG.
Yeah. He could end up finding something. Like, logically, he needs something from there, but, I mean, we don't know what. Obviously,
Light
we
arrows
know...
would be behind the strength block.
Yeah, obviously, we know where he needs to go, but... that just makes watching harder. He can do Spirit. He's not that confident about Forward Wasteland. I know that. Icup likes having Lens. Scammed. Yep. Just a little. Alright, meanwhile, Kondi's almost done with Jabu, so I wonder where he's gonna go next.
Child Spirit, perhaps?
He could do Child Spirit. He could also maybe dip into Water Temple, but I think that would be a really bad play.
I mean, that would just be basically for him saying, okay, I'm going to take a little bit more time to think about the logic here. Where do I need to go next? I'm going to do something brain dead for a few minutes.
Yeah. Because, I mean...
he knows it's barren, so it would just be, where's the boss key?
If he goes in and finds the boss key, like... Oh yeah, it is barren, I forgot about that. So, I mean, if he goes in and finds the boss key, then it would just be like, oh, now I have to come all the way back. I guess he could drop a Ferora's Wind in there if he wanted, but...
Yeah,
he'd
so
rather
Big Poe
save
is
it to
dead.
somewhere else.
Big Poe is dead, go-go.
Yeah. Market includes both adult and child. Icup doesn't check Hammer Chest.
Why?
That's a very good question.
Why? That could be something.
It really could. Oh, Icup gets caught. That's why you ride the horse all the way up to the door, so the Gerudo doesn't have time to walk.
Yep.
Why is Epona the cutest horse you've ever seen? I don't know. Probably because you haven't seen My Little Pony. Am I right?
You're banned.
Ooh, I can't believe Icup took damage from the Gerudo like special attack, but didn't die. I guess it's because he also dealt damage at the same time.
Maybe that's what Falcon was confused about the other day. He was playing Nimpai's adventure, and he got hit by the guard in that way, and he was like, "There is no way! I've never gotten caught doing that." And so maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. Alright, so I would love to see Icup do archery before GTG.
That's what you do.
Hey, sorry, real quick, something's come up and I've got to go. So,
Oh,
okay.
I'll go down the fort. Have fun, you guys. Sorry. Goodbye.
All right,
okay,
see
thanks
ya.
for commentary. Alright, and suddenly it was 2.
Well, I think we didn't even realize until about 20 minutes before the race started that we were gonna have a third commentator. So
that's true. Alright, let's see what's on top of Fortress. Probably nothing. Oh, well, strength.
Strength 3. Well.
Oh
OGC,
no!
OGC.
Kondi can find that!
He can.
If Kondi decides to go check Fortress, he won't need to find the strength
Never-
in the field.
Never punished.
Oh, that's really big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
unless that's actually required for OGC, but it's probably not.
Because if Kondi finds nothing in Child Spirit, like, he's probably gonna go back adult and just reverse Wasteland. Light arrows could be strength 3 locked.
What if light arrows are in my castle?
Alright, well, I think this is the last thing we need Epona for, so we're gonna see if Epona's song was Way of the Hero for something here. Oh, Icup. Icup, what are you doing? Like, he may as well just lose at this point, like. That
He
was.
didn't even get 1,000.
That was some archery.
Yikers.
Oh my god.
But remember, this is still not in logic to even have long shot and stuff. So like,
No, this isn't logic.
well, it's not in logic.
Oh
to
yeah,
have,
you're right, you're right, you're right. Okay, Icup. Alright, so he's got to get 5 bullseyes here. Or at least 4 bullseyes. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Almost.
Don't get a
Oh,
30.
he just barely got it. Okay,
He
there we go.
almost got a 30 on that last one.
Alright.
Okay, what is it?
Bomb shoes and nope, nothing. So now we go to GTG. So I guess Epona's was Way of the Hero for getting an item in GTG. It has to be a wallet or the Goron tunic. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So GTG has to have a wallet or a Goron tunic. And if it has the light arrows too, then that's just great. Alright, Kondi doing the flame storage to do the upper spirit torches. Upper child spirit torches. This
Doesn't really do a whole lot for him because he has magic.
Oh, there's the wallet.
Oh.
Okay, well, we're out of GTG. I mean, I guess he's in here because he still doesn't know that he needs other stuff.
So now all the Fire Temple and all the Song of Storms stuff is in logic.
Yeah. So Icup is now fully in logic. Alright. What do we have?
At this point, it's actually kind of hard to say who's winning.
Yeah, because if Kondi finds the strength in Fortress that Icup found, and strength 3 isn't required in the seed, then, I mean, like, he's at an advantage there. But Icup has the long shot, which Kondi probably isn't going to find for a while, because it's in Child Goron City. So, they both have items that the other one might not find. So, I mean, actually, Icup has every item that Kondi has, except for his letter and boomerang. Yeah,
Yep,
so,
just
guess
the-
what I said.
Just the river and ice cavern plays.
Yep. So Kondi save scumming his key. So now he's probably... And I can't imagine he doesn't go just straight to GTG / Fortress. Yeah, it looks like he's going back adult. Hey, Aloe. So, if Icup finds his light arrows in GTG, then I think that's the only thing that can benefit him at this point. Like, we knew that GTG, at the very least, had to have a wallet and a wallet or a tunic. But other than that, like, Kondi's found the rest of the items that Icup needs already, so... Oh, I guess Kondi's finished Jabu. I forgot to mark that off on his tracker.
Oh yeah, he is a Jabu behind as well.
Yeah. And it looks like Kondi's coming to grab his skulls. There's another scale. Yeah, so Kondi can do both his 10 and his 20. I think he might have done his 10 before. I remember one of them went in to do spiders. No, he didn't check 10, so there's his 10, just hard.
Yeah, I could check 10, but not 20, I believe.
Yeah, he didn't have 20 at the time. It was a hard piece, so nothing from there. If Kondi decides to go up Death Mountain, that would be a great play.
That gold scale also does absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Like Hylia already dead, and they already have iron boots, so.
Yep.
Okay, he's coming to Graveyard to do Dampe. Maybe he'll do Composer Grave. I don't remember if we saw Kondi do that before. Nope, we didn't. So he's gonna pull back his Sun Song Grave. Yeah, I mean, I said that before, like, Kondi definitely has the advantage on finding his hook shot over Icup finding Letter. Ruto's Letter is Song of Storms Frogs. And because his Song of Storms gave him so many items in the well, he's probably like, well, I'm done all my Song of Storm stuff. Because we haven't seen him do the grotto in Kokiri Forest or in Death Mountain Trail. But, I mean, he also hasn't been Child for a really long time. Whereas Kondi hasn't even been to Goron City as Child. So there's a really good chance that he can just go there and find something. But who knows at this point. Oh, it looks like Kondi's going to do his field grottos now. So Kondi's going to be finding his second strength. And then after that, I imagine he's going to go straight to Spirit Temple. So in the open grotto outside Lake Hylia was where Icup found his first strength. We know where all three strengths are, but this is just the order he's going to go in. There's a double magic. I love when there's an ice trap on the chest in the flames there. It's like a key sitting on the platform over there. So I would definitely check what's behind these doors before going into toilet. Like, only do toilet if it's an item.
Yeah.
Alright, well, looks like he is choosing to just do toilet anyway.
I think not getting that Furor's Wind earlier in the run is really slapping Icup in the face right now, because he still has to go to Ice Cavern.
Yeah, he does.
And he is just making a very, very risky play, continuing to clear out GTG and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason for him to not check it, because he knew that he had to come here anyway for something, hopefully. So, I mean, it could have been another item, and I mean, there isn't really anything that points him in the direction of Ice Cavern, other than it's a Way of the Hero, or Zora's River, I mean, other than, you know,
Yeah.
like, I need
Just
to go there.
At this point, I would be saying to myself, okay, my Fire Temple is now in Logic, so I'm gonna go clear my other Way of the Hero.
The thing is that River isn't a Way of the Hero, though.
Ice Cavern.
I know, but he can't get to Ice Cavern, because he doesn't have the letter.
Well, true, yeah.
So, he's probably trying to find the letter in GTG, because when he got Epona's song, he's like, okay, well, there's gotta be something in here that can help me get there. But, I mean, he's not gonna find it. And I guess he could eventually
what a
go the,
tricky seed.
okay, well, Goron City is now, like, or, Fire Temple is now in Logic, Volvagia is now in Logic. What I get from Volvagia? Oh, I got a Song of Storms from clearing out that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just keep following the rabbit down the hole, and then eventually he'll be like, oh yeah, I guess with Song of Storms I can go back to Zora's River. But I mean, it's one of those things that's like, there's nothing pointing him in that direction except there could
Yeah.
be a check there. Condi's
This
going
is
back
tricky for him.
yeah, Condi's going back adult, so he's gonna be looking around again for his long shot later. But I mean, once he clears out Spirit Temple, he really doesn't have a lot of options left. Like, he can go to Water Temple, sure. But that's like the only thing he has left as adult, right? Other than GTG and Fortress.
Yeah.
So if Condi doesn't realize he needs to go back to Goron City, then and does all this stuff that Icup's doing, it gives Icup time to manage to make his way back. But again, with one check that Icup needs to find compared to 3 checks that Conditioner can find, well, I guess it's 2. I love that jump.
He may make a play to go back for that Furor's Wind and check it, since he can't really do much else.
If he goes back for Furor's Wind, I really think he's gonna do it as adult though.
True, because he has hover boots.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if he goes back for Furor's Wind as adult, then I think it's like, maybe he'll be like, oh yeah, I can also do this. But who knows? He's
He
probably gonna do
could.
Wasteland right now.
The only thing that might save him is him making a trip to go for all of his other Song of Storms, the Song of Storms grottos.
Maybe. I mean, if he does do his stuff. Okay, so he's got fire arrows equipped. I'm not sure
Why?
Oh, because he's gonna go back for hammer check, and then he's probably gonna go through the wasteland. So he's like, oh shoot, I forgot to do this. May as well do it now.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna run to wasteland. I'm still not up to 20 yet. He should be close though. Yeah, we got 19, so he'll probably grab his last skull in Haunted Wasteland. Oh, there's Lens of Truth.
Useless.
Yeah, Lens of Truth in Spirit Temple.
With Baron Market.
Yeah, so the logic wanted them to use a Pona song to come to GTG to grab a wallet, to buy a Goron tunic, to beat Fire Temple, to go to Ice Cavern, to warp to Spirit Temple. So Icup's probably going to be pretty disappointed if he decides to go all the way to Spirit Temple and realize that the song isn't vanilla. The longer this seed goes on, the more I'm just like, I'm losing faith in Icup.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Goron tunic in Spirit Temple as well.
The more this seed goes on, the more we're gonna have to tell Icup that he needs to learn how to do Volvagia. The Volvagia quick kill.
I mean, even if he would have stayed in Fire Temple and done the Volvagia quick kill, I mean, he already went to Zora's River first, didn't he?
He did.
Like, I mean, it would have put him in a better spot, for sure, if he would have stayed in Fire Temple and just completed the dungeon. But
yeah.
I don't think he'd be in any better of a spot. He would just be like, probably like 5 minutes further ahead than where he is now. Right, there's 20
that's
skulls for
20.
Icup. There's a small chance he checks Ooh, there's a bottle. There's a small chance he checks chickens when he does his skulls.
Nope, chickens is dead.
Oh, right. Chickens is dead. I forgot we have a hint for that.
Yeah,
Normally I call it cuckoos on my tracker, but I called it cac W. So.
because you called it cactus.
Yeah. Alright, no, he is gonna attempt Wasteland. Forward.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Do we have boss key and spirit yet
Yeah, Condi found it.
on adult side?
Yes.
Okay, so at least Icup could beat spirit while he's here.
Oh, he voided out. He's still going for it though. Like
This is even worse to do
he's
at night,
he's got to
too.
know because it's out of logic. Like this is just so terrible for Icup. I mean, he doesn't know. He doesn't know, so we can't say, but crossing the wasteland is just so much time that Conditioner is saving over Icup, especially if he's voiding.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Gotta get it here.
If he voids again, I think he's out of here. I don't think he tries it again. Okay, start going left. Nope, he's out. Yeah, went way too far. Nope, he's gonna go for it again. This is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Check chickens anyway. Yeah, about that. Yeah, this is not looking good for Icup. Especially since he can just go to Shadow Temple, like Icup can just go back Child, go grab his song, and then full clear Shadow Temple, but he's choosing to like blitz towards the Spirit Temple. Okay, start going left. Nope. He always keeps just going straight. Oh my god, Icup, just turn around. So anyway, Conditioner fully going through Spirit Temple. Hasn't picked up any other items, so... Light Arrow's looking pretty good in Strength 3, because it wasn't in GTG. I mean, Light Arrows could still be on Twin Rova, or they could be in Shadow Temple. There's still a lot of game to look at.
Condi hasn't been to Fortress or anything at all, right? He just got that Strength 2 in the field and then dipped.
Yep.
So... basically, I think the only thing that could really save Icup at this point is if Light Arrows is in Ganon's castle or on outside.
There's no... I mean, after Conditioner finishes Spirit Temple, like... I mean... he can't go grab his song yet, right? Oh, Icup voids again.
Yeah, this is where you're just reaching for straws here.
And clearing GTG for long shot. Yeah, he could. Yeah, because he can't beat Shadow until he has long shot, so...
Right.
So he's probably going to be getting his Strength 3 from Fortress. The moment he gets his Strength 3, it's Condi is basically just like 100% caught up with Icup. Even if he doesn't have his long shot, like he's going to find it eventually. And Icup will still be voiding in the desert. Okay, come on Icup, go left. Now go down. Okay, okay. Now look for the box. Go for the box.
No, he's going for the straight Yeah,
Oh,
no, this is fine.
he does the diagonal. He does the diagonal route. He
Yeah,
doesn't go
he's
for the
good.
box.
He
Okay.
did it!
He did it! He did reverse wasteland. Or forward wasteland.
Forward with.
He did forward wasteland. And he's gonna get a quick prelude. Or not prelude, minuet. Sorry.
Let me get a. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, we'll have to wait another couple months for that. Alright, wouldn't it be great if it was light arrows on Twin Rova? I think Condi would be pogging out. In before game crash. If there's a game crash, there's a pause, so the other player can get their progress back.
Yeah.
The players are allotted a 15-minute pause if in case of technical difficulties. If they lose more than 15 minutes worth of progress, then it's just their fault for not saving. Alright, well, at the very least, Icup will be able to clear his Spirit Temple. I don't remember if there was a key on Child Side Spirit. I think there was, but I didn't see if there was anything on Adult Spirit. Because I think Condi just cleared the basement of Child Spirit, found a key, and then dipped, so... If Icup gets lucky and finds a key here, then there's a chance he won't have to go into Child Side Spirit at all. Condi needs 2 items and Icup needs 3. Yes. Condi only needs to find his long shot and the light arrows, and Icup needs to find his letter and his boomerang and his light arrows. Oh, what's going on with Condi there? Is he thinking?
He didn't type anything in the channel, did he?
No, I've been looking at the channel. Oh, no, it looked like he was, maybe he was just thinking. Or, his fajitas were done. Alright, so Condi is gonna be grabbing his Burning Cack song, which we know is Prelude, and he knows is Prelude.
Nope, he's going straight for that reverse wasteland.
When he wants. But I mean, it's like Connor said, like we all knew he was gonna be going to GTG.
Yeah.
Icup gets his lens. So Icup doesn't know what he wants to do. He needs to go to Child Side Spirit for a key, so it looks like he's thinking. He's really like, what did I miss? Like, alright, that's a cat. That's a cat jam in chat. Alright,
Oh
so
no, he's going to Fire Temple.
yep, he's going back up Fire Temple.
Oh, well.
That's not good. Well, that's definitely
Ladies and
the wrong
gentlemen,
direction.
thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, Konditioner isn't going anywhere near Fire Temple, I'm sure. I mean, there is a chance we could see it, but yeah, Icup's just gonna... I mean, I don't know why Icup isn't just going to Shadow Temple.
Yeah?
Like,
I mean, there's nothing stopping. There's nothing stopping. What's it called? The letter from being in Shadow Temple, anyways, right? So like,
no.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing stopping letter from being there. Like,
Yeah, because it would be yeah. Go get your tunic from GTG to come back and beat Volvagia to get Song of Storms. But I mean, you could come back as well, so he doesn't have Nocturne. Oh, that's right, he doesn't have Nocturne. Well, he can get Nocturne.
Did he seriously not go get the song?
No, he didn't. Okay, so
Oh
you
my
need
God.
Nocturne is on the stones, so he can
Yeah.
get Nocturne whenever he wants. He just needs to go back child.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Alright, so Condi voided at the very end.
Oh no.
I don't know how he voided there. Like he crossed the wasteland and then voided at the easiest part. I might have to clip that and watch it back again. So which one is gonna find their item first? So we know that Condi is gonna find absolutely nothing in GTG. He is gonna get his strength. That's something. So I think our next prediction is, which I guess we can't do because I don't think you can start 2 predictions at once. Or maybe you can. Let's see, a slash prediction. Okay, so yeah, I don't think you can run 2 at once. Anyway. Oh, it looks like it looks like Icup's done with Fire Temple. Where could he be going now? Hopefully... Ooh, he's going back child!
Okay. He knows
going
he needs
back
to get a
child.
song, hopefully.
Yeah, he'll grab his song. Hopefully after that he goes to Zora's River. If Icup goes to Zora's River, I actually don't know if he'll be able to win. It depends on if Condi goes to Goron City, how fast he goes to Goron City. Okay. He's playing Serenade, which is the fastest way to get out there. Yeah, let's keep the rapping lyrics at a tasteful, to say the least. Yeah, there were no keys in Adult Spirit. Alright, so Icup is going to be getting his song right here. I always forget that the song is when you grab the Ocarina of Time, not when you do the cutscene.
Okay, let's see how Condi does with his 1500 archery.
Okay, Icup's just going straight to Shadow Temple, so we're not seeing a letter yet. Condi usually, oh, I was gonna say usually does a pretty safe archery, but... Ooh. He's gonna have to be really careful here. Alright, so Icup's gonna be exploring... Oh, where's he going? Oh, he tried to backwalk, but he didn't turn around. Oh, Condi's doing good with his... Uh-oh. Okay, he's good. He was doing good with his bullseyes, so... Master Sniper. But unfortunately, he's gonna get nothing. And unfortunately, we know... Say that again.
Doing good with his uh-oh.
Yeah, doing good with that. Right. So, unfortunately, we know that Icup isn't going to be finding anything useful in Shadow Temple, except maybe light arrows.
and that isn't even really useful because you're just gonna find it anyways. Condi will just find it anyways. Your hint cannon is useless.
The only useful thing that Icup needs is letter. Like, if Icup finds letter, he's gonna find his boomerang anyway, because he still knows that he has an unchecked Ice Cavern Way of the Hero. So he knows for sure that letter isn't in... He knows for sure that letter isn't an Ice Cavern. So he's gotta know that... And Light Arrows isn't hinted Way of the Hero. So he's gotta know that his boomerang is an Ice Cavern, for sure. Like, it's the only item left.
Well, it also is referring to Requiem for Spirit Temple.
Oh, that's
key logic,
right.
right?
Yeah, that's right, for the song. So it's either Boomerang or Requiem in Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
Or both.
I mean, both of them is technically Way of the Hero, but
yeah, they're both Way of the Hero, but the pointed item is one or the other, or both. Right, Condi leaving for Orr's Wind in GTG, as is tradition. Condi got the fully upgraded wallet, so he's out of GTG now because he's like, okay, so I got my wallet. That was my way of, that was like why Epona's was Way of the Hero. So I don't need to be here anymore.
Yep.
And now he's probably gonna go to Shadow Temple. Oh wait, he can't go to Shadow Temple. He's probably gonna go to Water Temple.
He's gotta just go clear something out.
Oh, he's probably gonna check outside Ganon's castle after grabbing that strength. Yeah, because otherwise he would have serenaded. So I imagine he's gonna probably dip Longshot is Goron Pot, the one that Condi doesn't have. So the seed really depends on how long it takes Condi to check his Goron Pot. Conversely, the Ruto's letter, the only item that Icup still needs, is in Zora's River on Song of Storms Frogs. Yeah, 0 chance on that, David. Alright, so nothing on OGC, unfortunately. Alright, so where's Condi going now? He's playing Minuet. Why is Condi going? Oh, he's going back to GTG. That's right. I was like, I don't know.
Have either of them gone back to check their 20?
Yeah. Or Condi checked both 10 and 20 at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But Icup hasn't done his 20 yet.
Gotcha.
What's Condi doing? He's clearing out GTG looking for his long shot. If there's one thing Condi is known for, it's definitely not his chill. It's his head. Now that's hilarious.
It's about the implication.
Ooh, I kept getting bullied around by the guillotines. Ooh, I wouldn't go for that. Okay. If Icup was like frames faster, he would have avoided and had to walk a long way back.
Oh, like he would have gotten slapped by the guillotine and
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Yeah, he was so close. Do light arrows have to be in light trial? The strength and domain didn't lead to anything. Where were the other strengths? One of them was in fortress. Oh yeah, because strength was a way of the hero.
So
One of the strengths was in the field, and the other one was
Fear 0.
the other one was in fortress, which required nothing because they got a bonus song early. So that's a very good point. Well, they needed strength to beat Forest Temple, but I mean that was just one of their stones.
This is actually a very good point to bring up.
Yeah.
Because... Oh no, he fell in the lava. Because... The other strength... The next strength that was in logic... was definitely Zora's Domain. That was like the earlier access one. But you get that one.
You could get both of them first.
You could have skipped. You could have gotten any of them,
Yeah.
right? So
you
I think Connor's right. I think light arrows are gonna be in light trial.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's one of the things with the logic that I always forget to consider, is that if an item is way of the hero, it means it has to be locking another item.
Well, it means it has to be locking, like if it's a progressive
Yeah,
item,
another
it means
same
that-
item. Another
Yeah,
same item.
yeah.
And because all three strengths could have been gotten like right away, right? Like the one in
All of
Zora's...
them could have been gotten without the others.
Yeah.
Because the only thing you needed was Fire Temple to get the long shot and all that stuff. I don't think you didn't need strength for any of that because boss key was early in Fire Temple.
Yeah, that's true. Backflipping through the crushers didn't used to be allowed in Rando, but they changed it. When they started getting like more serious about like Rando like tournaments and rules and stuff, they let people do it. Because I remember when I used to do Rando before, it was one of the tricks that wasn't allowed. Let's see if Kondi gets lucky today. Yep, lands on the right side today. I guess that's because he had the Master Sword. Well, technically you need strength to get up there, otherwise... Yeah, exactly. Like, if an item is needed to beat in the game, and you don't need to grab it, then that's just illogical. So, Kondi's probably realized that at some point, or probably realizes that, hopefully. It would be real cool to see Kondi like go immediately into light trial without talking to Ganondorf and learning where his light arrows are. Just be like, oh yeah, they're here. Icup almost done with his Shadow Temple. Kondi almost done with his GTG. Both of them are really running out of places to check. I mean, Icup could have the thought in his head like, oh, well, I just go back to Water Temple. Sometimes. If you hit him, like, just right, it will. I don't know why it works, but if you, like, if you jump slash with, like, the meaty part of your sword, you'll always hit them twice. And you can hear it, like, when you jump slash them, you'll hear the doo-doo of, like, the redeads crying out. No. Fire Trial doesn't have any checks. The only thing you need strength for in Fire Trial is to beat it. But beating trials isn't a thing in Rando yet. Oh, Connie gets attacked by the fake door.
Okay, Icup, please don't fall off the boat.
We have seen Fire Trial in this tournament. Yep, we saw it once. Icup should go for the bell strat. Yeah. Save a little bit of time jumping off the boat at the end. I would lose it if I saw someone do it in a rando. He had to make sure. He didn't even do anything in there. He just walked in, like, looked at the inside of the room and was like, nope.
Yeah, I would absolutely be too scared to go for the, like, standing on the wheel and then jumping off at the end, like, thanks. I know I would just fall.
Yeah. Icup's got one more chest, and then we're gonna be seeing Floor Master. Oh, I guess we... I didn't realize he didn't have the boss key. We're gonna be seeing Floor Master anyway, because we know that it has a key on it already. Because it was a hinted location. So I guess he knew that the boss key was somewhere in that room. Alrighty, so Kondi's done with GTG. He's got his hammer out. Where's he going next?
Fire?
I hope not. It wouldn't be hammer if he was going to fire, right? Oh, he's gonna go check out Valley. Hammer twist. Icup, why do you always do this? He always, like, misses his shot, and then... He did it again! Icup, you can react to the explosion, my dude. Okay, there we go. See, look at how much time you had. Okay, there we go. Alright, just a Deku Shield for Kondi. Where are we going next? Going to Lake Hylia. Probably to Water Temple.
Probably just to...
Hunt down the boss key.
Yeah.
And dip out. Because he knows it's barren, so he knows he's not finding anything. So may as well just come to Water Temple, clear his thoughts, try and think about where to go next. Unfortunately, he's probably going to be finding it on his first check and just immediately being like, well, see ya. Ooh, almost a one cycle. Actually, I think Icup still had a couple more shots left. Good RNG with the open hand. There we go. Okay, so Kondi is coming in this chest first, so he's gonna be getting the boss key, like, immediately. Oh, what? just left.
Wait. Oh, okay. Bye.
No, I would still say Conditioner's winning at this point.
Unless Icup goes like child immediately here and then
Where is
goes
he
to clear
going?
like all of his
Maybe
child
he's
stuff.
gonna be putting Furor's Wind. Oh yeah, he is. I mean, he should have at least just got the boss key and then played Furor's Wind, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just leaving. Okay, yeah, he's just leaving. And then where? Oh, he's going back child. Alright, so Conditioner is child. Where was letter? It was Frog, Song of Storms. Go. I have the bottom of the well hints on the stream there. He got magic, hookshot, and mirror shield in bottom of the well. I mean, there's a chance Condi could go there. We could be seeing a cac. No, we can't because it's already ready. I want to see chickens! I just want to see him do it. Alright, so Icup's going to be getting his last song. Oh wait, no he won't, because he still hasn't done Jabu. It's Condi that'll be getting his last song.
Condi.
It's Condi. It's Condi. Oh, Condi's probably going to go check his Hyrule Castle. Oh, and there's...
Icup was doing 20 skulls. Yeah, Condi is definitely checking his Din's Fire Fire
Icup equipped bombs. He equipped bombs. He's probably going to Zora's River. He's got to be going to Zora's River. He's gotta. That's the only reason I could think of him equipping bombs. Nope, he's just leaving.
He's going. Nope.
Maybe he's doing his maybe he's doing his outside Ganon's castle check first. I can't think of any other reason he'd have bombs equipped other than blowing open the hole to Zora's River.
Okay, he's doing his outside Ganon's castle check.
Yeah. I mean, the moment he left Temple of Time, I knew he was coming here. Have either of them checked Tektite Grotto yet?
No.
Alright, Condi finds nothing there. Where's he going next? Oh, now we might be going to Goron City. Condi goes to Goron City, it's just... like, it's 100% over. He's already done all of his Lost Woods checks. Or he hasn't done Asaria's Song and Slingshot game. But if Condi goes and finds his... if Condi goes and finds his long shot, he only has to do the first check in water and then Shadow. Whereas Icup still has to do Jabu, Ice Cavern, and Spirit Temple.
He's absolutely going to Child Goron City after this.
Okay, Icup's going back to Fire Temple again.
Well,
third trip to
it's been
Fire
fun,
Temple.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so... yeah. Condi will check this, and then just immediately go to Goron City. What if Icup... I was gonna say what if Icup finds light arrows here, but I think we've pretty much all but confirmed it's Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
Alright, there's Goron City. It's only a matter of time now.
Yep.
Yep. Connie's not going to be getting his long shot here, but shortly after. Shortly after. Alright, Connie gets his next quiver. Doesn't have to worry about running out of arrows on Ganondorf. I mean, we did have the one of them could get struck by lightning. One of them could get struck by lightning possibility come up yesterday. Yeah. Nobody gets your inside jokes, Falcon. Alright, so Connie's basically on his way to go finish the seed. It's just a shame he didn't get the boss key right away from Water Temple before he decided to save and quit, because he'd just be able to, like, enter Water Temple, immediately beat it. I mean, he's basically still going to be doing the same thing. Just enter, immediately beat it. Then we'll have to see the long haul through Shadow Temple. Yeah, it's actually Condi's birthday today. So happy birthday, Konditioner, all in chat. Alright,
Okay, so he is actually doing this check first.
Yeah.
It would have been a twist of events if he decided to say fuck that check and did something else.
See, I mean, it's like he could either do this check first, or he just does it after, like, the water column. Like, it's... Either way, it's one of the first checks he's going to be doing in Water Temple no matter what, so...
Yeah. Okay.
So Kondi does the typical Furore's Wind play, put it right outside the boss room, then go check the temple. I really like that. Was Chickens checked? Chickens is on the tracker right here as being Baron. CAC-W is our nice little way of saying chickens, thanks to Captain Cole. I don't believe it, check it anyway. That's the second time someone said that. Yep, there's CAC-W right there. Alrighty, Water Temple has been done. It just sucks that it's like Kondi is basically in go mode. Basically. I believe the kids call this no mode.
The kids.
The kids these days.
All the cool kids.
Yeah. In no mode, but I mean, we just have to like watch Shadow. Alright, so Icup is back as child. It's only a matter of time before he finds his letter, I imagine.
He's gonna be real upset when he finds it.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, Kondi's the kind of person who would logic out that he needs that strength to get light arrows. So he's got to know they're in light trial. Like, I think there's
Definitely.
zero doubt about that. All right, well, Icup's going to check Tektite Grotto. We're finally gonna see what's over there. I mean, for Icup, letter could be anywhere. I mean, he's kind of running out of checks, though. Like, and it's bombs. Alright, looks like he's going to Lake Hylia. We're going back to Zora's Domain, maybe? Oh, no, that's Minuet, sorry. Oh, yeah, he's probably going to River now. I don't know why I thought he was playing Serenade. Serenade and Minuet sound, not the same at all.
We've found pretty much all the major items in the game.
We have found all the major items in the game. We
Except
haven't found the
for,
Bigoron item.
The
We haven't-
trade quest item,
Yeah.
yeah.
Adult trade item, I think, is the only item left that we don't have. Because they found both the tunics, they found both the wallets, they found every item on the tracker. Oh, we don't have the last bomb bag or the last quiver. Oh, Icup checked his first storms check. Stone of Agony was on the floating iceberg in Zora Fountain. I remember Kondi saw that before he went down. Oh, Icup got the trade item. Oh yeah, he has the claim check. That's right. He did find the claim check.
Oh, in Fire Temple.
Yeah, I didn't even mark that off.
Oh.
It just kind of slipped by my mind. Alright, Kondi's on his
go.
way. Yep, he's about to find it. This is where that Fox Spotlight music plays.
Except with the recorder.
Yeah. At least now he can immediately like open up Jabu. Hopefully he opens up Jabu and then realizes, hey, now I can go to Ice Cavern. Unfortunately, a little too late. I think Kondi got that like less than an hour in. But, I mean, they just kind of traded spots. One of them got the letter, the other one got the first hook shot. I mean, Icup still didn't go back for Furore's Wind, right? So he's still not going to be able to place Furore's Wind in Jabu. Yeah, he got the letter
yeah.
and was like, yeah, I'm not getting Furore's Wind. Ooh, nice dead hand one cycle from Konditioner. Alright, so it looks like Icup is doing exactly that. Just immediately going back adult, going to Ice Cavern. He's got to know at this point that it's his boomerang. Or boomerangs in like Child Shadow or Child Spirit or something. Because I'm pretty sure he's checked everything else. I kept getting his bottles and his bombs. The full Ice Cavern package. Oh, Icup. I like when you get hit right at the very end there, because like you go flying for like the same amount of time, but just no distance. Alright, there we go. Icup makes it past the big club dude. The big club moblin. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be called. Alright, Kondi gets his last bottle. Took so long to get to Forest Temple as a kid because the maze freaked you out too much. Yeah. I feel that. It was just like, oh, I gotta be careful. Just takes so long to just wait for them and then hit them with the hook shot, and you want to be impatient and run for it, but then they just hit you. What was that dessert I ate yesterday? I actually ate some of it today too. It was a peppermint pie. The idea was actually given to me by Icup. I think his mom made one, and so I googled it, and it looked really good, so I was like, yeah, I want to make that. Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, most of it is just whipping cream. It's like whipping cream and then just like melt some peppermint candies into part of it and then whip the other part and just kind of fold it in together. Then you just throw it in the fridge and let it set. Put some more whipping cream on top of it. I garnished it with like sprinkles of like crushed peppermint candy on top, and then you eat it. And that has like an Oreo crumb crust.
Stop, you're making me hungry.
Dude, it's so good. Didn't take that long to make. I mean, the longest part of it was melting the candies. What is the if necessary match on the challenge? What do you mean?
It's losers grand finals. Like if whoever comes from losers wins the first match.
Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. Because because it's double elimination, everyone needs to lose twice. So if whoever wins this match wins, they won't have lost anything, right? So in order for them to be out of the tournament, so it's fair, they would need to lose twice. So in grand finals, if they lose, there needs to be another match between the two opponents. Yeah, if loser beats the winner, then they'll both be losers, and they'll need to fight it out for a second one.
Sometimes referred to as grand finals reset.
Yep, the reset bracket. Cook for you? Dude, I love cooking for people. I like making tasty stuff, so yum yum. The only problem is I don't like making a lot. Like, I get like urge to do stuff, so it's like one day I'll just have like, you know, take some chicken nuggets out of the fridge. Then next day I'll make myself some like pulled pork wraps with like some fancy whatever. And then the next day I'll make Katie. And then I'll be like, you know what? I want to make myself a delicious dessert. And I'll do that too. Yeah, and I mean, my freezer's full of like chicken nuggets and chicken fries and like popcorn chicken because my store that I go to just has like a super Black Friday deal on like frozen chicken product. Yes, Purple, that's true. That's correct. So, if winner wins, then it's over. If loser wins, then they have to do a second match. Anyway, I gotta get up again just real quick. Keep the train rolling.
Okay. Well, Conde doesn't have too much left to go. He's pretty much just got to ride the boat and get his boss key and fight Bongo Bongo. He probably should have logicked out that that light arrows are not in here. So if he manages to get lucky with boss key and then key on the chests and in the side room, then he can just skip one of them, but not really like it matters too much. Hey, Prack. Prack, are you playing WoW? Hoggers, I'm leveling too. Affliction. I'm leveling a... Yeah, so if you're playing against Condi, I guess the thing that could end up winning you a match is not going for a Way of the Hero play, where you like think it might be a bait or something, because Condi generally really likes to play towards his Way of the Heroes. So, you know, there's the occasional Way of the Hero that ends up being a bait. So, if you get lucky that way, you could beat him. Yeah, I'm playing a hunter.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I will have to get up one more time real quick, but not yet.
Icup just finished his ice cavern, so he'll be going to Jabu.
Yep. Jabu, Spirit, doesn't really matter which one he goes to first, because he's going to have to go Child for both of them. But I imagine going to Jabu will be the first play, because then he can easily just warp out and go to Spirit after he's done.
I wonder if Icup has a feeling that he's kind of done for. After it took him so long to find the letter, you know?
I think after he got the bottle, he was like, well, it's only a matter of time now.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he is going for, Am I cooking? No, I have, someone coming to my door to buy something from me. People always want to meet up to buy things off me when I'm in the middle of, doing this.
Wow, David, I didn't know that you could get to level 70 in the level 60 capped expansion. I'm really jealous.
No, what I'm selling is a broken Pokemon Edition Game Boy Color. The one that's got like Jigglypuff and Pikachu and I think it has Togepi on it. That was a really nice one cycle from Konditioner.
Alright, so Condi's got all his medallions. Now, is it time to open up predictions on which chest in Light Trial it's going to be light arrows on?
I mean, any of them, I think any of them are equally fine. Condi going to Ganon's castle. He's got to be going straight for light trial. I think there's 0 chance he goes up to Ganondorf. ZL locked in light trial with a key and validation chest. I mean, at that point, I mean, there's a lot of chances that there's another key in light trial. Yeah, y'all nerds talking about WoW.
Yeah, I was pretty sure Prack said something about playing it, and I am, so I asked Prack if he was playing.
What's the worst place
And then-
Ganon could say? Fire, probably.
I just don't think it's possible with the strength logic.
Yeah. No strengths were strength locked. Nope, he's going straight. He has Ferrar's Wind, so he's just gonna go up and find out. Come on, Dynalphos. So yeah, even without the voiding on Wasteland, I still think Icup would have been a little bit too far behind at this point.
Yeah.
It just took him way too long to find the letter. Ooh, Condi taking a beating from the Iron Knuckles. Should have picked up that Nairu's Love in Valley. Ooh, he's really taking a beating. Ooh, almost takes the backhanded axe swing. Oh! Okay, there we go. He's got this. Ooh! Almost got hit again. When I did my Majora's Mask randomizer the other week, it reminded me just how vicious the Iron Knuckles are in Majora's Mask. They like actually block your attacks, and they're a lot faster too. They remind me of the Dark Nuts in Zelda 1. Why does she need to be carried again? Because she refuses to walk?
She's a princess.
Because she's a princess, and she needs to be carried. Alright, where's light arrows? Yep, Ganon's castle. So, we knew it.
My castle.
Yeah, and he's immediately going to light trial. Makes sense, because there's the most number of checks there. And of course there's the whole strength 3 thing. Condi killing Condi killing the skull and just lighting all the lighting all the keys. Silly Condi. There's light arrows. Boop. Alright, so Condi is officially in. Condi put strengths everywhere on his tracker.
Oh my god, I need to go look at this.
Yeah, go look at his stream. Go look at Konditioner's stream if you guys don't have it up. Here, let me actually show you guys on stream. Let me show you here. Okay, so if you take his stream aside and look at his tracker, he just covered it everywhere in strengths. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's incredible.
Oh, that's great. He fully replaced everything now. Like if you go back, they're all they're all strengths. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. All 3 strengths just out in the open, waiting to be collected. Ooh, Condi has no magic. Oh, thank goodness he got the 1 cycle. Alright, Icup doing his slingshot hit in this room. I really like that strat. It looks cool every time I see it.
The slingshot one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to learn that. It's a pretty nice strat.
Alright, we got the final fight against Ganon.
So it looks like Icup will be exactly 1 spirit temple behind.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got an idea that his light arrows are probably in Ganon's castle too. It's probably the last thing on his mind though. It's just like,
Yeah.
gotta get it all done. Alright, there's Jabu. 5 medallions out of Icup. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get his last one before Condi delivers the final blow to the King of Evil. Condi finally marking go mode on his tracker. Alrighty, and my timer is a little bit ahead of Konditioner's, but we're gonna go ahead and mark. Oh, doesn't quite get it. 3:23:40 for Konditioner. GG. Let's go ahead and fill out the time there. 3:23. Do you want to go grab Icup, Brad?
Sure.
Okay, and I'll pull Konditioner in here.
Should've fucking lost. Should've fucking lost.
Hey,
should've
Konditioner.
lost.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Do you know why you didn't lose? Because Icup only 15 minutes ago got Ruto's letter.
I knew it. So I knew that once I saw Ruto's letter there, I'm like, huh, he is never gonna get that.